is expected to be comfortably re-elected tomorrow, with latest surveys showing the party has around 40% of the primary vote, followed by One Nation and the Liberals. Meantime, the Prime Minister is in SA ahead of the election and will attend the Crows game tonight. Earlier today, he was heckled as he attended prayers at a Sydney mosque to mark the end of Ramadan. More from Michael Packy.
Anthony Albanese and his Home Affairs Minister Tony Burke were surrounded by protesters during Eid prayers at Lakemba Mosque in Sydney's west. The hecklers became incensed during a speech by the Secretary of the Lebanese Muslim Association, Jamel Kahir, demanding to know why the pair had been invited, with those in the crowd angry at Mr Albanese's support for Israel.
Genocide supporters! Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar!
Mr Kahir tried to calm the situation.
Respect the place you're in, please. This is a mosque.
Neither the PM or Mr Burke spoke to the angry crowd. They were both ushered into an office before making a dramatic exit out of the building.
Foreign Affairs Minister Penny Wong has spoken to her US counterpart Marco Rubio to discuss the conflict in the Middle East. The focus of the conversation was on the oil tankers stranded in the Strait of Hormuz. Europe and Japan are sending help to ensure the safe passage of the ships, but opposition's Ted O'Brien says the government must explain why we aren't assisting.
And if it is the case that we are unable to deploy naval assets because we have limited availability or an ability to operate in a contested environment like the Strait of Hormuz, that's only more evidence that Australia must urgently increase our defence spending.
The worst of the storm has now passed for most of the Queensland Cape, but Cyclone Narelle's flood impacts are continuing. Some areas have received more than 200 mils of rain and major roads north of Cooktown are closed. Cook Shire Council Mayor Robin Holmes says it's great to see no injuries so far.
There was people that stayed in Portland Roads for the duration of the crossing. By all accounts, we have accounted for everyone in those areas, and we sincerely thank them for looking out for each other and touching base with us to confirm that they're safe.
An Adelaide Hills equestrian has been banned from owning horses after he was caught on camera repeatedly hitting a horse with his riding helmet. 50-year-old Anthony Dean Thomas of Paketown was convicted of animal cruelty and narrowly avoided a jail term. Outside court, he told 7 News he's sorry.
I'm a good person and I've done a lot for the equestrian community, and hopefully you guys can find another story and leave me alone and let me work on my mental health. And
would you like to apologise at least for what you did?
Yeah, I am very sorry, yes.
An actor, Kevin Spacey, has settled out of court with the 3 men who allege he sexually assaulted them between 2000 and 2013. A civil trial set for later this year will not go ahead, with the 66-year-old denying all allegations. Turning to FIVEAA sport, and the AFL's working with the MCG and Sydney Swans to try to track down those responsible for throwing bottles and cans at players during last night's match. One narrowly missed Hawthorn forward Nick Watson. The AFL says the offender wasn't from the Swans cheer squad and his identity is still not known. While the countdown's on to the Crows' blockbuster clash against the Bulldogs tonight at Adelaide Oval, Isaac Rankin returns from suspension and will play his first match of the season at the expense of Toby Murray, who's being managed. While the Power will trim back their squad a little later today, Ollie Lord has already been dropped and Lockie Jones is out injured. They face Essendon at home on Sunday. Adelaide United will take on the Western Sydney Wanderers in Sydney tonight as they look to jump back into third spot. And Australia's had a win in the first T20 against the West Indies in St Vincent. Beth Mooney scored 79 to help the visitors to a first innings total of 164. The West Indies, in reply, were held to 6 for 121. Alana King, the pick of the bowlers, with figures of 3 for 14 off her 4 overs. Now checking FIVEAA traffic.
Afternoon, a crash at Paradise to look out for today. Darley Road near Melville Road, Burstwater Main at Feberson, Port Road near Phillip Street. Got the Crows playing tonight at the Adelaide Oval. Detours around there. And road closures for the Fringe too around the east end of the city. Be a swag of folks there tonight. Cameras Beavich Road, Ingle Farm and Aldershot Road at Lonsdale. Looking for great value insurance? You haven't shopped around until you've tried Rowey. You insured. Visit uwe.com.au today or call 13UE. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
Get the Toyota Forklift Advantage. Visit toyotamaterialhandling.com.au.
Mostly sunny today, sunny and 26 tomorrow, 29 for Sunday and sunny on Monday, 31. At the moment, 25. Now let's hear what's happening on 9 News tonight.
I'm Brenton Raglis. Tonight, Peter Malinauskas and Ashton Hearn make their final pitch to voters. But will One Nation change our state's parliament? The petrol plea. Don't panic buy as prices soar. Cyclone Narelle crosses the far north Queensland coast. The Prime Minister heckled at a Sydney mosque. And the Fringe on track for a record-breaking year. 9 News. Your news. 9 at 6 on 9 and on 9 Now.
Streaming live via the 5AA Player app on DAB Digital Radio and on 1395 AM. This is 5AA, always Adelaide. Adelaide's only local sports show, the 5AA Sports Show.
Coming up, we're live from Adelaide Oval ahead of the Crows and Bulldogs Friday night blockbuster. Chairman John Olsen joins us in the commentary box, plus Jordan Lewis from Fox Footy, and we preview the Matildas' massive Asian Cup final tomorrow night.
Rowey and Timmy G. The 5AA Sports Show.
Yes, here and live and free Friday night football on 5AA on the eve of the 36ers first championship final, the Matildas in the Asia Cup final and round 2 for the Thunderbirds, Port Adelaide, and the Adelaide Crows taking on the Bulldogs and Rowey. Thanks to Powers, Parafield Airport Liquor Store, the massive airport hangar stacked full of hard-to-find spirits, wines and beers. We've got a very special guest.
We certainly have Fox Footy's 4-time premiership star, Jordan Lewis. Jordan, welcome.
Thanks, boys. I'm still getting over your Adelaide 36ers knocking over my South East Melbourne Phoenix.
Yes, that was a close one. It was good.
It was. They were never. Game 3 was never a chance.
Oh,
it was a hot game. Yeah, it was aggressive, but gee, how good's that Bryce Cotton?
How good is he?
He just does not slow down. He's unbelievable.
Yeah. Well, it might be a bit like that today. It might be first to 120 wins.
120 points. Yeah, I know.
Well, it's not 100 anymore. The bar's gone up.
I know, and I think everyone coming here tonight certainly would hope that both coaches preference scoring and offensive football, because looking at the lineups, they both possess such firepower up forward.
Last week, the Dogs kicked 11-3 from stoppage. Crows 11-8 from turnover. Both have quality forward of the centre. Which one's harder to stop?
It's interesting. Even coming over today, I'm thinking about how would I approach this as a coach. And I think the turnover game's really strong because both sides, when they get the ball, they are explosive and they get to the outside and they get forward. That's why you see the likes of Richards and Bontempelli deep inside their own forward 50 kicking goals. But the risk you take, if you take off too early and that ball hasn't been won, or the successive chain of handballing or by foot falls over, and then you'll get burnt the other way. So it's so important. The balance around stoppages is there. And once you get the chance to rebound off the back of that, you set up in the right spots to go.
It's a broad question, but what's a better team that stands up under real pressure? A team that can score from stoppage or a team that can turn it over? Because I always thought it was a team that can turn it over and then just go bang.
Yeah, I think turnover. I think stoppages are always relatively difficult to score because you see, once that ball goes up in the middle, you see how many players come from the half-forward line to really saturate the stoppage. So you're dealing with more congestion. I think the sides who can turn the ball over in good spots, but the sides that know where their outs are. So as soon as you turn the ball over, you know exactly where you're going, and the players further down the field have already, made their running patterns. So everything becomes a little bit more automatic with more space to work on.
Yeah. Both forward of the centre, great. We'll get to that. But I think the defence on those forwards, I have a bit more confidence that the Crows' backs can control maybe the forwards, although Norton's in great form and Darcy's, one of the best. But I've got more confidence with the Crows with it. I'm just a little bit worried about the Bulldogs' height in their defence, and I just feel they're a Brian Lake away from a top 4 team.
Yeah, no, I think that's a fair assessment. I think they've changed their makeup, and especially if you come into the game tonight and you're looking at the Dogs' forward 50 stoppages, just watch where Tim English positions himself. typically they would go long down the line and sort of allow the Western Bulldogs defence to create that numerical advantage really deep. But he goes to where the winger usually stands, about centre-half forward, so he can get back and be that aerial support deep inside their defensive 50. So I think they've acknowledged that defence hasn't been a strength.
Yep.
And they need a little bit more height. It allows, Lyman O'Donnell and those guys to fight for the ball down the line and Tim English to be that insurance, I think, inside the D50. But they've defended okay. They came up against a side last week in the Giants who were well undermanned. Yep. This will be their greatest test.
Yep.
Speaking with Jordan Lewis, Fox Footy's own. Jordan, just Aaron Norton, we had a text last night that said, is he the barometer of the Bulldogs? It just seems when he's on fire, they win, and if he's not, they find it hard.
Yeah, I think I did the Dogs game last week, went back and watched a little bit of tape. Their movement in the forward line is as good as anyone in the competition, and I think he really leads it. Like, if you are trying to get set on him, I mean, you watched the game last night, and the biggest negative on Charlie Curnow is he doesn't move. He calls for the ball and he gets into a wrestle with Barras and Battle and these guys
Never going to win that.
Who are seriously strong. Norton's he's a strong player, but he does not stand still, which, him in full flight, Darcy in full flight. But the other thing is it becomes a little bit more predictable to the smalls. They get out of the road, you can work over your direct opponent. But I've loved what I've seen from Aaron Norton so far this season. His movement is a feature of his game. But you're right, when he's moving, the rest of the team move. The ball movement up further the field is sort of mirrors that. But he's had a fantastic start.
You mentioned Tim English. Is that one of the advantages that the Bulldogs have? He's up against a second game player. Now, McAndrew played pretty well against Collingwood and the like, but there is a distinct experience advantage.
No doubt. And so typically in these games, when you've got a young ruckman and an experienced ruckman, the quality of English, you need all 18 players to run past and annoy the shit out of him and try and fatigue him, because what Tim English will do, he'll challenge him forward. And if he's not on his defensive game, he'll get found out, because Tim English, watching him from behind the goal, he's a two-way runner.
But he's done it to more experienced players.
He will challenge you forward like nearly no other ruckman in the competition, so you need to be on.
And Rolly O'Brien's always played well against English, but he's an emergency. We won't talk about that, Jordan.
He's not happy with that.
He's a bit out of favour, isn't he, at the moment?
Yeah, but you go in with a structure of two ruckmen in the first round. One of them gets injured and you don't replace him with another ruckman, which would help McAndrew. McAndrew's only a young fella. English will run him around like anyway.
Yeah, I agree.
Bontempelli. He's gone next level.
Different role again.
Yeah. Now, does Dawson and he run together? Because Dawson can go back. God, he's been playing forward a lot.
He has, but he's doing it. He's sort of doing it. You just watch him, and it's worth the ticket price just to come and watch him live. He doesn't look quick, but he's just got that high sort of middle distance sort of speed that he runs at. He's unbelievable. Once again, live last week. And to be honest, the Giants didn't go anywhere near him, and he's the best player in the competition. You should have shown a little bit more respect on a guy like him. But, I mean, tonight's game, there's stars everywhere. Like you said, Dawson, Rankin comes back. There's storyline in there. The Bontempelli, Richards, the up plays up forward.
It's good for Fox Footy.
It's the game of the round for me. It's
Timmy, game of the round. And early favourites for premiers who wins this. Would you agree with that, Jordan?
Well, yeah, maybe.
Timmy.
I've got a theory, and we were talking before I came on air. Last night's first quarter was brilliant, and then they let the coaches on the field at quarter time.
Well said.
Let's not let the coaches on the field until half time. Get down in the change rooms. Let them address the playing group at half time. So at least we had a half of offensive footy.
It was amazing.
Well, mate, you're our pal. Fox Footy's four-time premiership star, Jordan Lewis. Lovely to come in, mate. Thanks for your time. Have a ripper.
Appreciate it.
Fantastic stuff. Jordan Lewis, our guest. I tell you what, it's going to be a cracking game. And when you hear some of that, I want to see some of that come to life on the field. I want to see the English v McAndrew. I want to see, Norton down there versus Worrell and the like. Yeah. There's a lot of excitement in this game tonight.
No, there is. And look, we're live at Adelaide Oval. Let me tell you, the patchwork quilt crisscross mowing, you can't even see where the pitch, what do you call it, the tray of the deck? Like it's been manicured in. Can you see that this was a cricket pitch last week?
No, you would not.
It is pristine. There's not a cloud in the sky. Well, there is. There's a lot of cumulonimbus clouds over Adelaide Oval, but above us, it is a picture-perfect, no breeze, great round two, Crows v Bulldogs, top of the table clash, Timmy. Favourites for premiers. Friday night footy. Wowee.
Get your tickets, get involved. A quick text message from Kev. Tim, can you hold your question sheet still? I'm struggling to read them. You can see it on the YouTube.
On the live stream. Oh, that's YouTube.
Sorry, Kev.
Are we on Facebook or YouTube? Both. Okay, you told me that 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Switch your ears on, Stephen. Can you see it's game day? I get excited.
Yeah, Sam, go to a break.
Who wouldn't get excited? I don't blame you, Rowey. When you're after that special drop, trust your pals to have a Parafield Airport Liquor, home of the hardest to find wines, beers and spirits. Life is better with your pals. 16 minutes after 4 on this Friday. Give us a call. Are you excited, Crows fans? 8223 0000. What do you expect tonight?
Rowey and Timmy G, the 5AA Sports Show.
Who wants to go on a holiday? Dreaming of your next getaway? With Travel Auctions, the choice is yours. From powered sites for caravanners to holiday cabins, relaxing cruises and hotel escapes, there's something for everyone. And here's the best part. You bid the price you want to pay. With Travel Auctions, it's as simple as placing your bid, and if you are successful, hello holiday. Travelauctions.com.au or call 1300 656573. No hidden fees, just great deals.
You wake up in the morning, there's 2 scam texts and a fake invoice email on your phone. It's the never-ending war against scammers. But Australian banks are fighting back. Intelligence sharing between banks will identify new types of scams faster. A new payment system to make sure you pay the right person is being rolled out. Unique identity checks will help combat identity theft. And there'll be more double checks when you're paying someone new. Australian banks are working to protect you.
Hi, Mike Keelan here. Now, there's a difference between being served and being helped. Often at a big hardware franchise, you're just being served. But at Mowers Plus Salisbury, they are always there to help. It means you'll get what works for you from a huge range of brush cutters, blowers, ride-on mowers, chainsaws, and so much more. Decades of know-how and a workshop that keeps everything you own running like new, including cylinder mower grinding and all types of blade sharpening. Google Mowers Plus Salisbury.
Danny is here from Gramazio Foods. It's home of celiac certified masterpieces.
Gramazio Foods is South Australia's first and only Celiac Australia certified butcher. Built to make everyday meals safe, simple and enjoyable for everyone. This week is Celiac Awareness Week, running from 13th to the 20th of March. To celebrate, mention this ad and receive 20% off in-store during Celiac Awareness Week. Gramazio Foods is located inside the Burnside Village Shopping Centre, the Grove Shopping Centre at Golden Grove, and online at gramaziofoods.com.au.
Go Vita, your local health food shops. With 40 years health and wellness experience and over 300 natural health practitioners specialising in you.
Hi, I'm Peter from Go Vita Tanunda. Introducing Natural Road Whey Protein Concentrate, unflavoured and unsweetened, so you can add it to your smoothies, your baking and everyday recipes. 1 kilo now, just $39.95.
Go Vita, Colonnades, Fairview Green, Marion, Mount Barker, Semaphore and Tanunda.
Discover the refreshed Volvo XC60 at Volvo Cars Adelaide. This mid-size plug-in hybrid SUV delivers effortless Scandinavian luxury on every drive. And this month, simply test drive the XC60 and you'll go into the draw to win an unforgettable experience at Minato Safari Park. Smarter, safer, designed around you. Experience the refreshed Volvo XC60 today at Volvo Cars Adelaide. Book your test drive at volvocarsadelaide.com.au.
Toolkit Depot's Price Beat Promise means you get low prices on your favourite tool brands. Rowey and Timmy G, the 5AA Sports Show.
They've been outstanding, yeah. Obviously led by Ed Richards and Bond through the middle, and they've got some pretty good forwards ahead of the ball in Darcy, and Norton's playing some good footy. He's probably in the most in form of his career. Yeah, we're going to have to try and nullify their inside 50s and help the defenders out to be able to score off the back of some intercept and turnover.
Taylor Walker on Triple M earlier this week. It's 20 minutes after 4. Chairman John Olsen will join us live at Adelaide Oval at 4:30. We have a Runston Blackgut Shiraz up for grabs, our best caller of the day, 8223 0000. Call into the program, especially Crows fans, ahead of a massive game tonight. How are you feeling about it? Timmy G on the other side of this traffic break is going to Tell us about a rumour that is circulating around the Adelaide Crows lineup for tonight's game. We'll find out what that is first. Here's your roads.
Afternoon at Paradise, a crash Darley Road near Melville Road with delays. There was a burst Watermain Port Road near Phillip Street. A few things on in the city, including the Crows playing at the Adelaide Oval. Detours around there, plus Fringe Road closures too around the east end of the city. Lots of folk through there tonight and, of course, this afternoon. Camera, Port Road, Aldinga. Looking for great value insurance? You haven't shopped around until you've tried Rowey. You insured. Visit rowey.com.au today or call 13Rowey. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
Yes, I tell you what, the Adelaide Oval looking absolutely magnificent for Friday night football here on 5AA. We've got the show happening now. Daniel texted in and said there are rumours swirling that Riley Thilthorpe will be a late out with a sore back. Hope the rumours are fake. Well, Daniel, we are seeking the truth. And we have John Olsen in here with us at 4:30, where we will hopefully be able to confirm or deny that rumour. But
vicious rumour, I would have thought.
I wouldn't think it was back. I mean, Toby Murray's the one with the sore back. But
well, Thilthorpe was out the week before.
The finger.
Oh, I thought they were resting him for that Perth game because of his back.
Was it his back? I thought he had that bad finger.
He's got a bad finger. He's got a few things wrong with him, but hopefully not tonight.
You wouldn't
he
want
was
him out.
terrific round one. Oh, no. He's out. That's it. We can't win.
Thought he moved well.
What a ridiculous thing to say. We can win without him, but you'd rather him in.
You would rather him in was the best statement you made.
That is
out
exactly
of the three.
right. Well, you know what? Blind squirrel, that. One of three. But you're looking forward to getting John Olsen in. We'll share some knowledge, get an update about FIVEAA Oval as well.
Absolutely, but hopefully squash that rumour that Big Riley Thilthorpe is playing, because that would be a pretty... And you know what? It takes away from the contest.
We've got Darcy at one end.
That's right.
You
want to see that. You want to see those things.
Their Bontempelli is our Dawson.
Correct.
Our Rankin is their Richards.
Yeah.
The wings are very even, half forwards to half backs. It's going to be a classic game.
I think you're right, though. I said this morning when I was on breakfast with Will and David that I actually thought the midfield's going to be key again, but only for the reason that if you get your 55 KPI stat of inside 50s, that's enough for your forward line, I think, to expose their back line.
Yes.
That's the difference.
That's the key.
Yeah.
Can they get enough in there? Hey, here's a stat. The Bulldogs have lost their last 5 matches at Adelaide Oval. Haven't won here since 2022 round 8. I know it's just a number, but that's would have that surprised you? For some reason, the Crows have always played well against the Bulldogs when they've been up the top and we've been sort of down the bottom.
The only reason I will say that is because both Adelaide and Port Adelaide have been forced to go to Ballarat.
Yep.
That's where we've been playing.
No, but this is at Adelaide Oval.
I know. It's probably we've missed a few games here that we should have had in the past whatever draw, where you don't play everybody twice. There's probably been missed opportunities to play the Bulldogs here at Adelaide Oval. So for both clubs.
I know we joked about it with Jordan Lewis, but those that sat at home on Thursday night and watched that first quarter between Sydney and Hawthorn, it was like basketball. Yeah. It was up and down, back in the middle, break the centre square, score, back, kick the point, back the other way. God, it was unbelievable.
Well,
then the coaches come out and they absolutely say, well, look, we can't let Sydney do that, and then we can't let Hawthorn do that, and then it tightened up.
There's a lot of what happens in today's football that is generated from basketball tactics.
Well, a little bit.
You can see that, but it's easier to shut it down on a bigger deck than it is on the small
That's
court.
Exactly right. So what I'm coming to there, I said to Jordan, we used to always say first to 100 wins. There's a stat, 99.2% of teams that get to 100 first win. I think that number's 120. And the reason I said that to him is you've got last touch, the old lasso.
The rule changes.
You've got the centre square where they throw it up. Around the ground, they throw it up so quick. Now, when the umpire used to get there, okay, everybody, I'm going to come back this way. I'm going to throw it up this way. Who are the two ruckmen? Where are you? Put your hands up, please.
Yeah.
It took too long. So when they're doing that, what do? You're setting up.
Of course.
The leaders are out there going, Timmy, you get there. Rowey, you get there. You stop him. Hey, who's on the back? Who's the half-forward flanker up? Who's the extra midfielder? That was all the tactics. There's no time for that now.
No time whatsoever.
So now they throw the damn thing up. They can get it on the outside quicker. Now, what used to happen, there'd be 15 people around the ball.
Now there might be 8 or 9.
Now they're getting it on the outside. There's not as much pressure. So guess what? There's more inside 50s. So the reason I'm telling you that, my new number is 60 inside 50s.
Whoa,
I'll keep it at 55.
Well, you've already had one win with it. What you can't.
No, that's my number.
Yeah, okay.
But I'm saying
don't break now.
I'm saying now. Say an average team last year kicked 48 to 55 inside 50s. With this new rule, I think it's now going to be 55 to 60.
Yeah.
Now, I know we're only 2 rounds in and you're going to say pump the brakes and defence is going to have to come back into the game to counter this attack. But, oh, God, I'm loving what I'm seeing so far in 2026. And who's my mate in AFL head office? Mr. Swan.
Greg Swan.
You are my new best mate.
Oh, yeah.
You are saving the game. You are the saviour. You are the protector, Mr. Swan. When's he coming on air?
Oh, we will now after that. Let's go to your calls, 8223 0000. Give us your thoughts. Ange, what do you got for us?
G'day, boys. Before I say my what I want to say, Rowey, you got a new sponsor, mate.
Has he?
Have you heard?
No.
Bessemer. Keep a lid on it, mate. You know, Bessemer, all the bloody plastic, you keep your lid on it, son.
I have kept a lid on it, you Bessemer head.
No. Right, you bloody have not. What about the basketball the other night after game one? Oh, we've got this done.
Yeah,
anyway,
we did. I was there.
Boys,
yeah, you're right. I can't help it if I'm an emotional twit.
You are. That's what, no, you are. You're right. You are. You're a twit. Anyway, boys, so this weekend shows the AFL that we can have 2 home games on the same weekend. So why can't we have 14 home games like the Victorians have 16, 17? Why can't we go back to the AFL and say, oh, come on, we can do this? Same as Perth, you know, same as Brisbane. Why can't they have more home games? I don't understand. Why can we only do it only for 1 week?
Well, here's the thing, Turbo. How many teams are in Melbourne?
10.
There you go. That answers it. That's all you have to say, because it's still the VFL.
And they wouldn't allow us that.
Nah.
You know, we're like.
Oh, mate, they're still sooking about our getting a gather round.
Correct, they are.
And that's an away game. That's our only away game at home.
Correct.
Collingwood had an away game, round 1 against St Kilda at the MCG.
Yeah.
And called it an away game.
Yeah.
Oh, please.
Yeah, that's what you do deal with, unfortunately. But here's one for you. I've got a text here, and it says, it's all about the midfield, says Steve.
Of course it is.
Will you please use your influence, Stephen, to get the Crows to invite Sturts Tom Lewis to try out for the Crows? He would be brilliant in the centre for the club and would not cost a fortune. Now, Steve, it's interesting. I actually approached Port Adelaide about 6 years ago and said, are you looking at this kid? And I really like him. And they said no at the time because they were going for another Sturt kid, which ended up being Jed McEntee. So I've always had a soft spot for Tom Lewis, and I think he's only got better and better. And a McGarry medal proves that. But I'll tell you what, he wouldn't embarrass himself at this level.
I was amazed that he wasn't looked at. I was amazed he wasn't looked at after that McGarry medal. Yeah. He's the clear best midfielder in the comp.
And it's the tackling.
Clear best.
It's the tackling.
It's all of that. And you know what he's like in the state games. Yeah. He's a player that can step up each level and be that same player.
Yeah.
Because he gets his own what? His own seed, his nut, his cherry, the cod, the haddock, the peel, the nut. What else?
Exciting time after the headlines.
Thank you.
We're going to have John Olsen, aren't we, Sam?
We certainly are. In the commentary box, we're live from Adelaide Oval here on this Friday night ahead of Crows and Bulldogs. Headlines next.
The 5AA Sports Show. Rowey and Timmy G.
The Premier, Peter Malinauskas, is in the studio with us.
David Penberthy and Will Goodings.
I hope people don't go into the ballot box and vote for an opposition. They're choosing the government.
The leader of the Liberal Party in South Australia, Ashton Hearn.
I've really enjoyed the campaign. I know it's been a bit of an unconventional one, to say the least.
5AA Breakfast.
The State One Nation President, Carlos Caremba.
I'm getting a lot of good feedback from candidates. People are walking straight past Labor and Liberal and going straight to them.
Weekdays from 6 a.m. on 5AA. Always Adelaide.
This state election, it's a voting centres open all week thing. Saturday, March 14 to 21. And you can vote until 6 p.m. on Saturday, March 21. Voting, it's a good thing. Authorised by M. Sherry, Electoral Commissioner, Adelaide, South Australia.
Much on this weekend? How about a quick trip to Amsterdam? Dig into cones of Belgian fries topped with mayo, mini Dutch pancakes and indulgent Biscoff milkshakes. Stock up on authentic Dutch products, market-fresh produce and irresistible Dutch cakes made from scratch daily. Take a leisurely stroll past the windmill, admire the tulips and the Delft Blue. Visit Amsterdam this weekend at the Dutch Pantry. OG Road, Clemzig, open 7 days. Just look for the big windmill.
The Pool Spa Life Expo is on again.
Check out a huge range of pools, spas and outdoor living products and find exclusive deals. The Pool Spa Life Expo at Royal Adelaide Showground, 21st and 22nd of March.
This is 5AA News, always Adelaide.
Good afternoon, I'm Kendall Brettig. The election campaign is winding up with political leaders making their final pitch to voters. The clean-up from Tropical Cyclone Narelle is underway after the now Category 3 system passed over most of Cape York Peninsula. A Kadina sports shop has sparked debate after suggesting it could start charging people to try on shoes and clothes. And the Crows are preparing to face the Bulldogs tonight at the Adelaide Oval in their first home game of the season. Now I'm checking 5AA traffic.
Afternoon, a couple of crashes to look out from the drive home. One at Elizabeth Vale, Main North Road near John Rice Avenue. Another one at Paradise, Darley Road near Melville Road. And Ferguson, Burstwater, Main Port Road near Phillip Street. Got the Fringe on tonight too, so look out for detours around the east end of the city. Lots of folk around there tonight. And a Camera Commercial Road Seaford. Need a new bed? Don't wait. Harvey Norman Bedding floor stock clearance is on now. Mattresses, adjustable bases, bedroom furniture and more. Price to clear. More in store at Harvey Norman today. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
Clear tonight and sunny tomorrow, a high of 26, at the moment 25. More news at 5 o'clock on 5AA, always Adelaide.
Selling a home always comes with questions. What's it worth? How long will it take? What do buyers think? That's why Harcourts is back in Port Adelaide. Their promise is simple: constant, clear communication and answers to your questions. Start with a free, no-obligation appraisal. And if your property has potential for subdivision, they can help you explore that too. Selling in the West? Start with a team at Harcourts Port Adelaide Largs Bay. That'll be Cullen with an update. Hey, mate.
Paint Supplies. Good day, Gary Johansson here from Paint Supplies. Westlakes Boulevard, Hendon. You know the name, the one you can trust to look after you for all your painting needs. We've been looking after the community since 1990. Whether you're painting a church, a house, a school, hotel, car, boat, plane, machinery, whatever it is, come and see me, Gary Johansson from Paint Supplies, a name you can trust. Westlakes Boulevard, Hendon.
Paint Supplies. For seafood that looks and tastes like it came out of the ocean this morning, go to McGill's Fresh Seafood, because chances are it did. Find McGill's Fresh Seafood at the top of McGill Road in the McGill Village Shopping Centre. Owner Andy is originally from Port Lincoln with over 40 years of experience in the fishing and seafood retail industry. Fresh seafood bought daily from local suppliers, sourcing Australia-wide, then processed on site. Expect the best at McGill's Fresh Seafood. Bought today, sold today.
Toolkit Depot's Price Beat Promise means you get low prices on your favourite tool brands. Rowey and Timmy G, the 5AA Sports Show.
Yeah, extremely keen, excited, a little bit nervous, but mostly excited. So it's always good playing at Adelaide Oval, and to have the first home game here this year, it's going to be fun. And yeah, big crowd, I hope, and family's going to be coming. So yeah, just back into it, yeah.
Isaac Rankin on Channel 7. He's excited to get back out there in Adelaide Oval. His first game back from suspension. We'll speak to John Olsen in the commentary box live from Adelaide Oval in just a moment's time. So jump on our Facebook and YouTube live stream on our 5AA socials. It's 26-5. Port Adelaide's team has dropped Timmy G. There are 3 changes for Sunday's game.
Yeah, there certainly is. In is Jackson Mead, Jack Lukosius and Jordan Sweet. And going out is Ollie Lord, Lockie Jones with that tight hamstring. Let's hope it's not torn. And Dante Vizentini also admitted with Ollie Lord. So those changes have been made, and probably you'd say Port Adelaide look a little stronger with those names in it.
Well, they got it wrong then, round one.
I think so.
Vizentini in for one, out for one. They got it wrong.
Yeah.
That's an admission they got it wrong.
Yeah, I think so. And yeah, that's okay. Like everything, your preparation, they've gone through it, they've analysed it, and they've said, well, this wasn't right, that wasn't right. And I thought, Josh was refreshingly honest with the way he said, I didn't quite get this right. So
brilliant.
Well done.
Yeah, well, it's going to be a big game.
It's going to be huge on Sunday.
It will be. You'll be calling it.
It's big tonight as well.
Right here. Yes, it is game day. And our first home game for the year, us being the Crows. It's Friday night footy. Joining us in our 5AA commentary box live is the Crows chairman, John Olsen. John, welcome.
Good to be with you.
Oh, my God, you sit up here. How blessed and lucky are we? Look at this oval. I was saying to Timmy, you can't even see where the cricket pitches were last week.
Perfect.
It is
perfect.
Perfect,
the groundsmen at this oval are, well, they got an international reputation.
Yes. Mr. Damien Hoff and his team.
That's right. Went to New York. Cricket pitches placed in New York.
They're going to be doing the Olympics, aren't they?
Yes. Yeah.
Are they going to do your deck? Actually, I drove past there. When's the grass going in? That must be close.
I thought you meant his front yard.
I've got an apartment. I don't have much more than my front yard. About the 27th of March, they take all the equipment off the oval itself, and then they start the irrigation. They lay the gravel.
Okay.
Then, as they did with Adelaide Oval, they put layers up, and then the turf goes in a couple of weeks after that.
God, that's exciting, isn't it? I drove past. God, it's big.
154 metres, corner to corner, wrapping around the eastern side of the oval. It's interesting. I get a lot of texts from people driving down South Road and text me and say how big the training facility is, the indoor training centre and that.
It's massive. Huge. And there's always a roadblock there because, as you know, they're doing the road work. So when you're going bumper to bumper, you get a good look at it for half hour. Just about to see the logos going up.
I got tooted the other day. I was staring.
Did you?
Yeah, I was staring at it.
It is impressive. And look, someone like me, it should have been at, North Adelaide, just up the road. I drove past that every day and I think, but now that it's up, you can see it, you feel like you can feel it and touch it. And then once we get in it, we're going to go, you know what, we've got a home.
That's right. And it's a traditional footy ground from 100 years.
Yeah.
It's close.
And I like that.
Close to the CBD as well.
Yeah.
And on major traffic routes. So when we shifted to Adelaide Oval, attendance went up because of convenience radiating in. And you'll find that at for the Crows headquarters at Theberton, as distinct from at West Lakes, when it's sort of out in the western suburbs and a long trip down there for the eastern suburbs.
Okay. Now, on time, on budget, we're still right for the end of this year?
Yes. We've got a winter to go through. We've got a winter to go through and we've got disruption internationally in the supply of goods and services.
Petrol prices.
Yes. So there are some changes in that area, but at the moment we had a meeting Wednesday morning early and at this stage, still tracking on time. In fact, it's ahead of budget because it's about 3 to 4 months ahead of budget. So there's some slippage there that we can tolerate.
Absorb.
But we would want to move out of West Lakes in the off-season, not in pre-training. And that's why if we can move in November, it's ideal for us.
Okay. What's happening to that West Lakes
the West
facility?
Lakes.
Have you been able to sell it, move it on?
Yes, it's there's a contract in place that when we move, the developers down there will buy it from us.
Okay, at a good number?
Well, always wanted more. It's like anything you sell, you always wanted more.
No, but a good number.
Yeah, it is a very...
Because I'd hate to have thought we've invested all that money in that and you're handing it over for a bag of chips.
No, we're not. I can assure you we are not because going to Theberton, we've got a debt profile, having to take on debt for a period of time to cover off the gap, but the price we've got is an appropriate price for West Lakes.
Okay. Will they knock it down?
Yes, they will. They sort of build out down there. Okay. And that's one of the things that helping us with the builder at Theberton, because they get the land.
Commercial in general.
Yes.
Jamie and the team.
That's
God,
right.
how good are they?
So
they built my home.
Did they?
At 88 O'Connell. There it is there. I can see it. I'm just there.
Yeah, just up the road.
Caught a scooter here. Electric one.
Got his smalls hanging out on the balcony.
No, I've got no smalls. They're actually bigs. Coming down the hill past the women's and children's, just digressing, those scooters get up to a fair clip. I passed a bus and the bloke opened the thing and said, Rowey, where's your helmet?
Yeah, right.
Because if they're not on the scooter, you don't have to wear it.
Oh, but e-bikes are equally...
They fly.
You're just diverting there. Couple of commercial questions for you.
Yeah.
How are the club going commercially with their KPIs like membership, sponsorship and coteries and the like?
Coming off a record year for membership, 81,000 last year. That was a record upon a record upon a record.
Yes, right.
And we are a number of thousand ahead of this time last year.
Right.
So it's growing.
Tracking well.
Tracking well. We have in sponsorship and partnerships, we've had record sponsorship and partnership. And last year we hosted, in the corporate sense, 25,000 people here at Adelaide Oval during the season.
Right.
And we've had to take over the tennis centre here because we don't have enough suites to cater for the demand. So on showdown and high
big
attendance, we take the facility over in the tennis centre. That adds another couple of hundred people to the crowd.
Yeah, awesome. You've got the 3 game memberships at 115. How many can you sell of those? Is there a cap on that, on the 3 gamers?
Well, there's a cap in terms of number of seats that
That's
are
what I
out
thought.
here.
Yeah.
For example, our gold membership is totally sold out.
Yep.
That gives you some privileges for grand final.
And that's your 11 games, isn't
Yeah,
it?
that's sold out.
Right.
Whereas last year, we were able to sell about 3,000 of those towards the end of the year when we
That's right.
became minor premiers.
Yes.
They're all gone.
Yeah.
So on a good day, with our reserve members turning up, we would like further seating capacity and reserve seating capacity here at Adelaide Oval, which is a good fault.
Well, good
and to your point about last year, we had a profit just over $5 million last year, cash operating profit, and that's really important because it'll offset the loan at Thebby, and we'll want to pay that back as soon as we can. Getting back to the membership, there's something like 30 different categories.
Yeah.
And so it's something that we look at, and key games where we sell out, that adds to our bottom line. But the best way is to take a membership, minimum 3 game membership, or preferably
11.
Yeah.
I think the club's still one of the, if not the best, a top 4. I don't know what the 2 Perth clubs are doing with their stadium, but 11-game membership, that's just money in the bank. And we're up there as one of the best clubs.
Yes.
Even over the Collingwoods for 11-game membership. So well done to your team there. Hey, just quickly, the club's the poster boy for rebuilds. You had to present to the AFL Commission.
Yes, last year the Commission asked us to present on a number of things. Our new training facility at Theberton, how that was going. The rebuild, what was our experience in the rebuild, and what lessons can be learned for that for other clubs. The lesson to be learned is don't bottom out in the first instance, because list rebuilds take longer than you want them to take.
Correct.
And longer than your supporters want them to take. But with a list rebuild, it is really important to set the strategy and not deviate from it and work it and get the outcome so that you are in a position of having a sustained success, not a flash in the pan and then you drop away again. You want to have sustained success playing finals.
Okay, so the Commission called you in because they own you. I mean, they're the licensee now. It's not the SANFL, it's them. Or was that specially for you guys to let them know how well you did for that list build? They wanted to get some knowledge from it, was it? Or was this a planned thing that you do every year?
Not every year.
No.
The AFL speaks to 3 or 4 clubs each year, but with the change of leadership at the AFL, they're coming to meet us in May this year.
Okay.
And they will come to our board meeting.
Well done.
And that's something that used to take place, and I'm really pleased that that's back in track now, where they go...
More club focus is what we're hearing, this new commissioner.
Yes.
Good. That's good.
And no hubris, and certainly...
Who's he?
and reaching out and engaging and responding to the needs of clubs and fans.
Yeah. You asked the Thilthorpe one. Probably better coming from you.
I'll do that. I've just got to say, whether your block's the size of Adelaide Oval or the goal square, build with Sterling Homes, brings us Johnny and all of our lovely Crows people. Riley Thilthorpe, big rumour going around on the socials that he's out injured, got something wrong with him, or that. Can you?
He's hammer and tat.
Can you confirm or deny?
I don't read social media.
But do you know anything about it?
Well, that'll be something that the coaches will announce in due course.
Okay, well...
You're sounding like a politician. Please don't be out.
Well, there's an election on.
But he has had a bit of a bung back, hasn't he? He has it.
Well, apparently, yeah.
And Riley O'Brien wasn't an emergency, and now he all of a sudden is. And from an emergency, you can come in.
Look,
I think 1 and 1 equals 2.
All will be revealed.
I know. And look, we don't want the Bulldogs to hear that before they need to when the team sheets are changed. So I'm taking that as he's out.
Doesn't sound good.
Right, well, I'm going to pack my gear and go home.
I told you.
What a disappointment.
Don't think like that. Don't think like that.
No, but that's what... But Isaac Rankin's in.
Yes.
Which is a positive.
Yes.
Just back on the commercial side of it, when you... And the AFL always sort of promise this, but sometimes they don't deliver. When you finish well up the table, you're supposed to get good time slots against good opponents and the like. Are you happy with what you got in your fixture as far as rewarding the minor premiership last year?
Yes is the answer to that. Yeah.
But it is
Thursday night next week.
But it's so important commercially. It's so important.
Of course
it is. And it's a profile nationally, and getting a profile nationally, your partners, your sponsors, it's all linked to
massive.
the commercial income.
Yeah.
And a club's got to be financially secure and sustainable over the long term, because if you don't have a financially secure club, it compromises what you're able to do out on the deck.
Correct.
That's it. Good to see you, Isaac. Hey, on behalf of the Crows past players, thank you to you're the chairman, but you've given us a table of 10 at all chairman's home games. I think Matty Liptak's the host for this one, so he's rung everyone around and said, sorry, I've got to work, but I think that's fantastic. And I know the engagement with the past players. We have a past players board. I used to be on that for quite a few periods.
I would suggest
but this is a
serving
ripper,
light
this
beer
one.
early.
This is a ripper, because you're straight under here, aren't you, the chairman?
Yes.
Yeah. So thank you on behalf of the past players.
Wanting to engage with all the past players, give them the opportunity, and in Melbourne, likewise. There are players over there, give them the opportunity to come in when we're playing a game, say at the MCG or at Marvel. So it gets them involved as part of our club. You know, history is your signpost for the future. They've all played a part in the journey of the Adelaide Football Club. We want to recognise them and have them involved, and Tim's looked at a couple of ways in which we can do that, one of which is, as you say, have at every home game a table of former players.
Yeah, table of 10, and then pre-drinks and post-drinks over in the Ken Cunningham Media Centre.
Oh, right. Is there any truth in the rumour they're going to serve only light beer when you're there? Or?
Well, I'm working, so... And I don't drink light beer.
No, you don't.
I'm a rust and wines kind of man.
Right up
the
there.
red wine man.
I am a red... Do I look like a red wine man?
Yeah.
At least he answered that one straightforward.
Before or after?
Hey, John, great start to the season.
Yes, it is.
There's more than hope ahead. After finishing top last year, the learnings from that final, you can see it the way they played in that first game. You could see the fight. And that's one thing I've always loved about the club with Nixie. We play the right way. We've always got fight. We haven't always had the talent. Now we've got the talent and the fight. That's the right way to play.
A team that has matured, team that is committed, and a team that showed last week, when you're challenged, you dig in.
And
you
they
dig
did.
in and you get the result that you want at the end of the day.
That was a mighty win.
I think there are good signposts for the club going forward.
Yeah, well done. John, as always, thanks for coming in. Thanks for your time.
Cheers,
John. It's a pleasure. Cheers.
Well done. Adelaide Crows Chairman John Olsen, our guest.
And whether your block is the size of Adelaide Oval or the goal square build with Sterling Holmes, nothing concrete there from John about Riley Thilthorpe, whether he'll be a late out or not. So we'll find out when the teams drop closer to the match. It is 12 minutes to 5. Let's check your traffic.
G'day there at Elizabeth Vale crash, Main North Road near John Rykes Avenue. Another crash at Paradise getting sorted out. Darley Road near Melville Road. Still got our best one at Theberton, Port Road near Phillip Street. And footy's on tonight, so look out for detours around the Adelaide Oval. And lots of folk heading to the Fringe tonight, so be aware of that around the east end of the city with road closures too. Camera at Port Road or Dinga. The state election is coming up, and it's a voting centres open all week thing. Make sure you vote by this Saturday, March 21, 6 p.m. Voting, it's a good thing. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
Rowey and Timmy G, the 5AA Sports Show.
Driving for a courier company can feel like pretty thankless work, but at ASET Transport Solutions, drivers often say, I just wish I'd joined 3 or 4 years ago. Why? Because there's always work and you'll feel valued. You'll feel like you belong to a team. ASET is flat out right now, and for this month only, they're offering generous starter bonuses. If you're ready for something better, get in touch at asettransport.au or call them today.
At Mawson Lakes Volkswagen, they've been raising the bar on servicing. It starts with next day servicing, free loan car, free vacuum and wash, and you can enjoy a free breakfast or lunch thanks to Villies. Your car will be in expert hands with a state-of-the-art service centre and factory-trained technicians who know your vehicle inside and out. At Mawson Lakes Volkswagen, we look after you and your car. Mawson Lakes Volkswagen, just a short drive from the city.
At Hamilton, MG, Brighton and Ranella, MG's small SUV just got better. Elevate your drive with the all-new MG ZS CVT Vibe, backed by a 5-star ANCAP safety rating. Pre-order now from $22,990 drive away. Plus, if you or a family member has ever owned an MG, you'll receive an additional $1,000 off. Don't miss out. Ends March 31st. Hamilton, MG, Brighton and Ranella. T's and C's apply. LBD 3600.
There's fast. And then there's Nitro. This March, the ground will shake, the flames will rise as the fastest machines on the planet go all out at Riverbend Nationals. 2 days, full nitro, full set. See top fuel nitro funny cars, top door slammers, plus free family entertainment and non-stop action on and off the track. Dragway at the Bend, March 28 and 29. Don't just see it, feel it. Get your tickets now at thebend.com.au.
Get saving this month at City Discount Tyres. Grab 3 Falcon Zeek ZE 310R passenger car tyres and get the 4th tyre absolutely free. Experience top-notch performance with exceptional grip on both wet and dry surfaces. Steer your way to citydiscounttyres.com.au for even more great deals. City Discount Tyres. We're driven by value.
This year, David Roche Gallery celebrates 10 years as one of Australia's most extraordinary art attractions. Home to over 3,000 works of art from the 18th and 19th centuries, including gilded furniture, porcelain, sculpture, all collected by David Roche over 60 years. Step inside his former North Adelaide residence, Fermoy House, where art and history come alive. Experience it for yourself. Book your guided tour at rochegallery.com.au.
Toolkit Depot's Price Beat Promise means you get low prices on your favourite tool brands.
Rowey and Timmy G, the 5AA Sports Show.
It is 8 minutes to 5. We'll do a full preview of this Adelaide Crows Western Bulldogs game, which we are counting down just over 2 hours away on 5AA Football, live from Adelaide Oval very, very shortly. But we'd love your calls. We've got a Rusden Blackgut Shiraz to give away tonight. 8223 0000. Give us a call. How are you feeling ahead of tonight's game?
Absolutely. Just had John Olsen, the chairman of the Adelaide Football Club, in the commentary box, not the studio. We're in the commentary box, performing live here at Adelaide Oval for the big Friday night football clash between Adelaide and the Western Bulldogs. Stephen Rowe, there was a little bit of cat and mouse there about the rumour floating around the place.
And John was evasive.
That Riley Thilthorpe is out with some sort of ailment, whether it be sore back, sore finger, we don't know. And he said all will be revealed soon. He had a smile on his face. Now, read into that what you like. What was your thoughts?
Thilthorpe will play. He'll line up. He's 100% fine.
Okay. Daniel on the text line said that absolutely confirms that Thilthorpe is out.
Well, if you read the body language and the evasiveness of the response, that's what you'd read into it. But I made a couple little texts, a couple little calls, and I'd be quietly confident. And that's not good for me. I'd be supremely confident. In actual fact, I'll give you a gold-clad guarantee he plays.
Oh, okay. Gee
I went
whiz.
from quietly to gold-clad. Riley O'Brien's right.
0 to 10.
0 to 10.
0 to 10 in any...
Gold-clad. Thilthorpe will play and he'll get a handful.
Any moment and situation.
There is no
0
one...
to 10.
0 to 10. There is no one in that team that can man Thilthorpe. So they
defensively.
They get good quality footy in there. Good luck on a perfect night at Adelaide Oval.
Yeah.
Thilthorpe's in. I think there's only a half hour between the team sheets, so...
It shouldn't be long.
Stay with us. You'll hear it here first.
Absolutely. But, again, I go back to tonight's game. That midfield of the Bulldogs is so fierce, so tough. You have to be able to compete there. So you got to be at your best. How do you think your midfield went last week?
Okay. Saligo will be better for the run. Peatling will be better for the run. Berry was great early, but quietened out. Dawson was well held. So I've just given you 5 names. Crows were plus 25 for contested ball around the stoppage. They won ground ball against a very, very, very good Collingwood midfield. This is a step up. You go through the names. This is an absolute step up. I think they're 3-star midfielders, and you know it's Bonte, you know it's Richards, and you know it's Liberatore. Good as 3.
What's your solution for the Bontempelli when he just sneaks forward?
Team defence.
Yeah, okay.
Timmy, the system will do it. Timmy, the system will do it. Team defence and system did it with Nick Dacos. Bontempelli's a different animal. I would love to see Dawson go toe-to-toe with him. Similar height, a little shorter.
And
equally good in the air. Equally good in the air.
He's a good contest.
And Dawson likes going back, but we do like him going forward. So I want Dawson to stretch Bontempelli when he goes forward, as Bont would want to do on. Or if those two went toe-to-toe today.
How big a challenge?
I'll put it to Matty Crouch as our special comments. I'll put it to him after 6.
How big is the challenge coaches box-wise tonight?
Yeah, they always are big. Really, aren't they?
Well, I go, Matty Nix has coached 2 finals. Luke Beveridge has
won a flag.
Has won a flag, but also coached a lot of finals. I reckon there's an advantage there as far as experience in big games.
Well, there is, and that is the Crows' big question mark. When they're pressured, when they're challenged, when the heat comes, do they make the right decisions? Do they all go into their shell, or do they go like they did last week? And it's only one game, Timmy. I know you're looking at me. It's one game. They stood up last week. Why can't they stand up this week? And then why can't they stand up the week after when they're challenged? And that's the way they prepare themselves for finals.
Yep.
This is another massive challenge, but every week's a challenge.
Well, of course it is. I was interested to hear Luke Beveridge's comments about slightly narrower ground. They feel like it's not the G, I'll give you that, as far as width goes, but it's certainly not that thin. So there's plenty of room out there. We'll see.
I think he's dreaming.
Yeah.
Well, it's not Cardinia Park.
No.
That has a vortex in every pocket. This is a perfect oval for us to win tonight. Boom.
We are going to hear Rowey and Timmy after 5 o'clock news from both Matthew Nix and Luke Beveridge, so we'll get a full rundown ahead of tonight's game. Teams will drop at 6:10 this evening. That's when we'll learn if Riley is playing. Rowey's given a gold-clad guarantee. Dirk says on the Unique Homestyle Food text, cue the thunderclouds. Fingers crossed he gets out there.
Hey, Dirk, you listening? Dirk, get stuff.
Here's your news.
Rowey and Timmy G. The 5AA Sports Show.
The Pool Spa Life Expo is on again. Check out a huge range of pools, spas and outdoor living products and find exclusive deals. The Pool Spa Life Expo at Royal Adelaide Showground, 21st and 22nd of March.
The company you keep keeps unpacking sport and entertainment's untold stories and keeps you part of rugby league's inner huddle. Keep good company with the Backstage podcast.
KFC has a brilliant little scheme for you. Add a snack to your meal from just $2. Crispy popcorn chicken, a freeze, golden chips, or a mouth-watering slider, all from just $2. It's a snack hack. KFC, FLG, not everywhere.
If you've ever sold a home, the worst part is waiting. Waiting for updates, waiting for feedback, waiting for your agent to call. Harcourts is back in Port Adelaide, and their promise is simple: honest, constant, clear communication. You'll always know where things stand, what's happening next, and what buyers are saying. Selling in the West? Start with the team at Harcourts Port Adelaide, Largs Bay. Oh, excuse me. That'll be Callan now with an update. Hey, Callan.
14 offers on the table.
Really? Oh, mate.
Be inspired with a trip to Virginia Home and Garden. Discover SA's biggest range with over 12,000 square metres of indoor and outdoor plants, fruit trees and ornamental trees, shrubs and hedges. Over 70% of our plants are grown here in the nursery. So not only are they grown for SA conditions, you'll pay less. Virginia Home and Garden also has the right indoor and outdoor pots in every size, colour and texture. Nurture yourself with nature at Virginia Home and Garden, not just a nursery.
Danny is here from Gramazio Foods. It's home of celiac certified masterpieces.
Gramazio Foods is South Australia's first and only Celiac Australia certified butcher. Built to make everyday meals safe, simple and enjoyable for everyone. This week is Celiac Awareness Week, running from 13th to the 20th of March. To celebrate, mention this ad and receive 20% off in-store during Celiac Awareness Week. Gramazio Foods is located inside the Burnside Village Shopping Centre, the Grove Shopping Centre at Golden Grove, and online at gramaziofoods.com.au.
March into Kia for an incredible finance deal on in-stock new and demo Tasman X Series models with Kia Finance. Approved ABN holders can get to work sooner with a 1.99 per annum interest rate. That's serious value on serious capability. Visit your nearest Kia dealership and test drive your Tasman today. Minimum $10,000 deposit, maximum finance amount $80,000. Maximum term 36 months, ends 31st of March. T's and C's, fees, charges and lending criteria apply. Hyundai Capital Australia Proprietary Limited. Australian credit licence 554051. Offer extended.
Kia, movement that inspires.
Star Discount Chemist's big brand vitamin sale is here. Big brand names at low prices, including Bioglan, Blackmores, Nature's Way and more. Go in store or online to shop. Always read the label and follow directions for use. Star Discount Chemist. How can we help?
Step into Lasso Cosmic Cabaret Saloon, perched on the galaxy's edge, where space cowboys, alien drifters and the legendary rodeo sisters dazzle with out-of-this-world acts. Immerse yourself in spectacular, risque, adults-only circus under the Lasso Saloon. Get your GA ringside booth and cabaret table tickets now. Lasso Cosmic Cabaret opens February 19th, running the whole fringe season. Tickets at lassotheshow.com.au.
Connected to our community for 50 years. This is 5AA News. Always Adelaide.
Clear tonight and sunny tomorrow, a high of 26. With the 5 o'clock news, I'm Kendall Brantig.
Nurse Next Door. We offer caregiving and nursing services to help you to stay at home. nursenextdoor.com.au.
Some Australians will head to the polls tomorrow, with experts predicting Labor will win in a landslide. But Liberal leader Ashton Hearn says she's not deterred.
I just haven't allowed myself to think about that because I'm not interested in trying to craft what the commentariat might say after the election and if the polls are right. But I'm certainly not going anywhere. I am in it for the long haul. I love this state. I love the Liberal Party and I'll keep going, and so will my team.
Premier Peter Malinowski says the job's not done yet.
I want to do my level best to keep fighting for South Australia and keep elevating our position in the Commonwealth. Keep, seeing the state's economic position improve to hopefully improve people's living standards. That's actually how you make a difference.
And a One Nation candidate has been disendorsed on the eve of the election. It's after UK police issued a warrant for the arrest of Aoi Baxter, the candidate in the seat of Adelaide. The 31-year-old failed to attend a hearing on charges of sexual touching without consent. His party says it's only just become aware of the allegations and has removed his profile from its website. More than 1,000 households are without power this afternoon, and power lines are down around the state's far north in Queensland following Cyclone Narelle. Major roads remain closed and rivers are still rising. Queensland Premier David Crisafulli says the response is now turning to the west.
While we've threaded the needle on the east coast, we continue to remain vigilant about the impacts on the west. And we are determined to make sure that we get through the event in the way that we have so far. We have pre-positioned assets right across the area. We have pre-positioned people right across the area.
Another airline is increasing fares in response to rising jet fuel costs exacerbated by the Middle East conflict. Virgin Australia's lifting ticket prices by around 5%, with the changes coming into effect from Monday. An equestrian and horse trainers narrowly avoided jail for repeatedly beating a horse. 50-year-old Anthony Dean Thomas of Paketown was found guilty of one count of ill-treating an animal, which was caught on video at his property in March 2024. Magistrate Luke David called his behaviour disgusting and shameful and banned him from further owning horses, ending his career. But he suspended his 7-month jail term, releasing Thomas on a 3-year $600 good behaviour bond. Emma Shepley from the RSPCA told 7 News it should serve as a warning to others.
The comments were strong, they were powerful, and they were very relevant for the act that happened. This was a strong sentence. This was higher than we've seen in the past, and I hope it continues.
Customers at a sports store in Kadina may soon have to pay to try on shoes and clothes. Sports Power owner Brent Hines says he's considering introducing a fee to deter people coming into his shop and wasting his staff's time and then buying the same product online.
I haven't even thought about how you would police it.
it would be on a case-by-case basis. And I think a little bit of common sense would have to prevail. We are more aware of it happening, and it is extremely obvious. And we are under no illusions that there is people that come in that have every intention to purchase, but you may not have what they want.
Turning to 5AA sport, and Victoria Police will investigate an incident where fans were seen throwing bottles and cans at players during last night's game at the MCG. A person threw a soft drink bottle at the final siren towards Hawthorn forward Nick Watson. The AFL says the offender wasn't from the Swans cheer squad and his identity is unknown. While the Crows are preparing to take on the Bulldogs tonight at Adelaide Oval, Isaac Rankin returns from suspension for his first game of the season at the expense of Toby Murray, who's being managed. And the Power have trimmed their squad of 26 to face Essendon on Sunday. In come Jordan Sweet, Jack Lukosius and Jackson Mead. Out go Dante Vicentini, Ollie Lord and Lockie Jones. A young Australian has scored a nail-biting 3-set win in the first round of the Miami Open. Craig Gabriel's there.
Huge effort from Queensland's 17-year-old Emerson Jones as she turns on the mental strength to defeat Czech Linda FIVEAA 3-6, 7-6, 7-6. And she's into the second round to play Elena Svitolina. This was a major effort in a very tense match, especially the final set. Jones led 4-1. The Czech rallied. Jones had match point at 5-4. FIVEAA broke and then had a mini break in the tiebreak before Jones won the last 5 points. Earlier, Lexi Popper, Kim Birrell and Iga Swiatek all lost.
The Adelaide 36ers have flown to Sydney ahead of Game 1 of their best-of-5 grand final series against the Kings, and Adelaide United take on the Western Sydney Wanderers in Sydney tonight. Now checking 5AA traffic.
At Clemsig, crash look out for OG Road near Vine Terrace, Elizabeth Arthur crash, Main North Road near John Rice Avenue with delays, and super slow for another crash which is getting cleared at the moment at Paradise, Darley Road near Melville Road. Footy's on tonight around the Adelaide Oval. Look out for detours and lots of people, and also lots of people around the fringe. So our road closes around the east end of the city there as well tonight. Camera, Old South Road, Old Ranella. Looking for great value insurance? You haven't shopped around until you've tried Rowey. You insured. Visit rowey.com.au today or call 13Rowey. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
Get the Toyota Forklift Advantage. Visit toyotamaterialhandling.com.au.
Clear tonight and sunny and 26 tomorrow, 29 for Sunday and sunny and 31 for Monday. Right now, 24. Now let's see what's happening on 9 News tonight.
I'm Brenton Raglis. Tonight, Peter Malinauskas and Ashton Hearn make their final pitch to voters. But will One Nation change our state's parliament? The petrol plea. Don't panic buy as prices soar. Cyclone Narelle crosses the far north Queensland coast. The Prime Minister heckled at a Sydney mosque. And the Fringe on track for a record-breaking year. 9 News. Your news. Night at 6 on 9 and on 9 Now.
Streaming live via the 5AA Player app on DAB Digital Radio and on 1395 AM. This is 5AA, always Adelaide.
Adelaide's only local sports show.
The 5AA Sports Show.
Still to come, we count down to the Crows and Bulldogs Friday night blockbuster from Adelaide Oval. We find out what Port Adelaide are willing to give to keep Zach Butters and discuss the Matildas Asian Cup final along with racing tips with Terry McAuliffe.
Rowey and Timmy G.
The 5AA Sports Show.
Yes, we're into the 5 o'clock hour. Give us a call, 8223 0000. Give us your thoughts on anything in the round of football coming up or has been. It is Friday night football here, live and free on 5AA. Bulldogs taking on Adelaide here at Adelaide Oval. We are on the eve of the 36ers' first championship final. So tomorrow night, that is on. Matilda's Asia Cup final is on tomorrow night. And round 2 for the Thunderbirds, Port and the Adelaide Crows. Rowey, welcome to the 5 o'clock hour. Gee, that first hour was action-packed. Plenty of it.
Well, it was a little bit.
I think you might be on the wrong cans, mate. Can you just swap over to the ones that work? That'd be terrific. Yeah, that's right. I'll smash a few things and
one job.
And hello, you're back.
They were the same ones.
No,
surely
they're not.
We've got two of them here. Anyway, Alex Neil-Bullen just doing a lap. I've seen Norton do some snaps at centre half forward. Bontempelli's out there. So the players are milling around. I think the big story that first hour
Correct.
was around Riley Thilthorpe. But
Yes.
we posed the question to John Olsen.
We
Not
did.
that he was evasive, but I can tell you he's going to play. He will line up. The team sheets will drop after 6. And that's a sigh of relief from me.
So you think it's a tease that's put out
it was
there
just a
by
rumour.
somebody?
Of course
just a
it
rumour.
was.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? Never read or believe anything on social media.
Mm-hmm.
That's Twitter, TikTok, ItCock, this cock, and any what.
Yeah.
I don't have Facebook.
Right.
So I only deal in facts.
Yep, okay.
Timmy, look at me. I only deal in facts. So what I do is old school. I'll get on the phone and maybe text, inquire or phone.
Yeah.
People that I trust. And that's what old school broadcasters do, and that's what the old-fashioned journalists used to do. I've done that, and I'm telling you, Thilthorpe plays.
All right, well done. So that's good news for Crows fans.
Thank goodness, too.
We have spoken about it, about what this clash probably is going to bring to us, but let's have a listen to it from the Adelaide coach, Matthew Nix.
They're in some rare form. Well, they'd be the form team in the comp. We come off playing against a team that's got Nick Dacos in it to a team that's got Marcus Bontempelli. So challenges all over the ground, especially behind the ball. Some of the strengths they've got down there, and they've always been a strong stoppage team, so you do find yourself being challenged with the ball in your back half a fair bit, but we've got our work cut out for us.
He knows how big it is, there's no doubt about that. We had Jordan Lewis from Fox Footy on right at the top of the show, and he was sort of giving us an indication both ways on how he might see this play out, but it just gave more credence to what is expected to be a great clash. One of the things that was brought up with Jordan Lewis was last night's game between Hawthorn and Sydney, how quick the ball was going up and back in that first term. And then, as he said, and they let the coaches get involved, and that quickly stifled that. Now, here is Matty Nix on the potential of a shootout in this game.
Yeah, the game seems to be a little faster, seems to be a little harder to defend, but I don't know about it being a shootout as such. We're not looking for that. If it opens up and we're scoring as much as they are, that's great. Let's entertain, but I think that'd be dangerous against the Bulldogs because they've got so many weapons.
So what do you expect, Rowey? Because you brought it up with Jordan Lewis, and you said, will they go that way?
Will it be first to 120?
And will they?
No.
What's your thoughts?
Well, look, every team sets up offence and attack. So defence, they'd be saying, listen, if they win stoppage, they get field position, they win it out of centre square, we're going to be up against it. So wingman, you get back, the high half forwards back, let's defend from D50 and then slingshot them all the way forward. That's basically the Crows game. Because for 5 years under Riley O'Brien, they've lost centre square and that's how they've been able to do it. So they've been able to get really, really good at that. Now they've got a bloke that can do in the middle of the ground. You're going to be playing your game on the half forward.
Just for those that can't see us, what does that whistle mean?
Well, you win it out of the centre square, you get it in your forward 50. He can outreach the opponent, and, well, he was +7 last week. So both teams will be wanting to defend, equally wanting to attack. I think what it is now, it's called momentum. And the way the game's played with the new rules and the slingshots and that, you can get momentum quick. So in the past, it might be a quick 2 or 3 goals. We're seeing, and again, it's only 2 rounds in plus an opening round, multiple goals, like teams getting an absolute roll on where it's 5 or 6 goals. And both these teams can do that. There's no question about that. So to answer your question, Nixie won't want to shoot out, nor will Beveridge want to shoot out. They want to be strong defensively and just take your chances. But I think the battle's this, Timmy. Stoppage team is, and scoring from stoppage, 11 goals last week, was the Bulldogs. Crows score from turnover. And I asked that specific question to Jordan Lewis. He said, I'd rather be a team that can score from turnover because that means structurally, that word shape, you got the team and you can get the ball from D50, F50 quick. So that favours the Crows. If they can man one-on-one that midfield power that they've got, they being Bulldogs, because, God, they've got a good midfield.
Well, let's have a listen to the coach of the Bulldogs, Luke Beveridge, on the Crows tonight.
I felt like we succumbed to their pressure a little bit. That's not going to go away at Adelaide Oval against the Crows on a bit of a tighter ground, and their physicality and their contest has been pretty good, the Crows, especially over the course of last year, and they did well to overwhelm the Pies last week. So we've got to be better at the start of this game, going over there, to set us up for a good opportunity to hopefully come home happy.
Tip of the hat there to the competitiveness of the Adelaide Crows.
Physicality and contest. And you must admit, under Nixie, when he first started, he demanded that. And then he's kept that in the DNA. Then he's been able to grow over the years because they've been toward the bottom.
And
some good draft picks.
And you've added some top-end talent.
Now you've got some top-end talent. So when you can build on your DNA or your footprint of being a contested team. And everyone says we're hard to play against. I like that. Now you got talent. Rankin's back. You know, you're charging for top 8, top 4, top 2.
Port Adelaide. To say they have to bounce back from that first round performance would be an understatement, I think. We get a little sheet that gives us, what would you say, 10 little statistical bits of information on both you and your opponent. Port Adelaide's came out and there was 7 of them that were negative and 3 that were positive. And then as I was losing faith, I looked over at Essendon's and it was pretty much the same. So there are 2 clubs that have not opened up well that have got a game on Sunday to make amends.
Correct. And you're happy with selection. You'll get to that. But if this game here was first to 120 wins, your game might be whoever can score 10 goals.
Yeah, well, that was obviously a challenge.
Because neither of them can score.
No, and that's against, obviously, opponents that they've allowed to dominate them. So the selection hammer has come down upon a few at Port Adelaide. Jones was out injured, and we think that's a tight hamstring, hopefully not torn.
Hamstring awareness.
Ollie Lord and Byzantini, the 2 talls that didn't have an impact, are out. And in comes Lukosius and Sweet for the 2 talls. And Mead, who spent the whole summer in defence and delivering from defence. I watched most of his trial work, and if he's able to get clear quickly, he's a good decision maker and he's a good kick both left and right. So I wish him all the best in that role on Sunday. But it's been a big week for the club. They've had to explain several things about what happened on the weekend. I think they've done that well. It's now a matter of can you reverse what just happened. So here's Josh Carr on the Essendon game itself.
You know, like it's always about a response and how you come out of a loss like that and what you take from it. Obviously, we walked away disappointed. A number of our really good players didn't play well. We need everyone playing well. So off the back of last week, the leadership group, we've sat down, we've spoken about it. We know what it looks like in front of us. We won't take Essendon lightly. We watched that game closely with, that first quarter. I looked at Essendon and thought they played really good football. And in the last quarter as well, they had that period through the second and third. So we won't be treating this game lightly at all.
Yeah, it certainly reversed the language that obviously came out the week before. So they are going to be red hot on this one, which is fair enough too. I think
everyone's better on the red line. Everyone's better with it in front of you. Everyone's better with that carrot there and not having any complacency. And I don't think they were complacent, but Josh basically admitted some of his vocab.
He might not have been hot enough on it.
Hot enough.
Yeah. So,
well, he is this week.
So he's hot enough on it because you do not want to go 0-2, that's for sure. I think probably the biggest challenge for Port's getting off to that good start to get their confidence back. He just said in that little grab there that our good players have to play well. Do you remember pre-season I said to you we lack depth? And I said it's not in talent, it's in games played.
Yeah, you did.
And I reckon that came to fruition when, say you've got 8 good players and 2 are out injured, and then you get 2 that don't play well, you're down to 4.
That's right.
And that's pretty much what I saw on the weekend.
It's called a weight of numbers.
It's a weight of numbers, and you need those guys all to play well that are on the oval, because that then lifts the other guys who are played less games and less experience to come with you. So they've got to lead the way and they've got to start it. So we'll see how that goes. Of course, there's going to be speculation nearly every week. We've spoken about it. This year, and that's been about Zach Butters and what he's going to do and how he's going to do it and the like. One thing Josh Carr did release today was that, you know what, whatever they do, we'll do better. Have a listen.
I think everyone knows where we sit with Zach, and we're not just going to let him go. Like if he chose to leave us, then we know what that looks like, and we know that we will match anything.
We'll match anything. So that's sort of put the flag up to say, yeah, we're not letting this go like we did Dan Houston. Just off you go to whatever club you want to go. See you later, all the rest of it. I'm very disappointed in that one. That was just, letting him go to Collingwood just made me very mad. But this,
So match anything means dollars.
Yeah, correct. So
Bulldogs can offer what they want, but we'll match it. Now, if he chooses to go, there's nothing you can do.
Then it's not about money.
So it will not be about money.
It won't be about money.
But that won't be an
excuse.
Good. That's excellent.
Yeah.
That's excellent. Make it hard.
So he knows Exactly.
Make it hard.
Make it hard. Make it a hard decision.
I like that vocabulary.
And try and put some sugar on it by playing some good footy. So that will help enormously. Now, like we said, we are on the eve of finals, and that is our Saka men defending their title in the Shield. We've got our Thunderbirds going again, but they're only in their round 2 game. But the Matildas play the Asia Cup final tomorrow night as well. It's going to be so much happening. But
come on, Tilly.
Here is 36's Zylan Cheatham. We've had him on the show several times.
Great man.
And he speaks really well. And this one was about the 36ers having the underdog tag. He's not that happy with it.
The whole underdog concept is an opinion. Honestly, I think we've been top of the table. They've been top of the table. I don't think there's really an underdog at this point. I think it's 2 of the top teams that have executed at the highest level that meet in the finals here. I don't think there's an underdog in this situation. We definitely don't look at ourselves as below any team in this league. So our approach is that.
I like his attitude.
Well, he's right.
Yeah.
He's right. The only reason you'd say Sydney might be favourites is they're going to get the extra game.
Yeah.
So it's Sydney, it's home. It's Sydney, it's home. If it goes to the 5th, it's at Sydney because they finish top.
Grant Kelly, win the first one away.
That's different.
Everything changes.
Everything changes. So this is a massive game Saturday, and they're good enough.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Some of the matchups.
Again,
the 2 best teams have got through,
and I think that's that gives you what you want. A very delightful final. We'll look forward to that and more. We'll take your calls after the break. I think we've got Simon on the line about the Hawks Swan game. I got to say, I'm interested to talk about that as well. 27 free kicks to 16. I was not invested in either side. I don't do tipping, right?
No,
and I don't bet on the game.
No.
So I looked at that and said, that is wrong.
What's wrong?
Umpires getting carried away with a home crowd. Anyway, we'll take your calls after this.
We have a Rusden Blackgut Shiraz. 8223 0000 is the number to call, and we'll also give you an update on the Marby or Chol tackle on Nick Larkey. On Blakey last night. So we'll find out whether that got games or not. Let's check your traffic.
G'day there. Crash with delays at Clemsig OG Road near Vine Terrace. A crash at Elizabeth Vale getting sorted. Main North Road near John Rice Avenue. Another collision with delays at Paradise Darley Road near Melville Road. Slow going South Road Marlene, busy. Main North Road at Enfield with the camera Baines Road Woodcroft. Join Health Partners today for up to 12 weeks free. Health Partners, your value-giving health insurance partner. New members only. Ends March 31. T's and C's apply. See website for full details. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
The 5AA Sports Show. Rowey and Timmy G. Crows big man Riley O'Brien joins Rowey and Timmy G each week on the 5AA Sports Show. Find out what's going on at Westlakes. Thanks to Buy Urban Bathrooms and Kitchens Swear Jar Pledge. Riley O'Brien swears to bring you the latest Crows and AFL news.
Hey, I know you've been using Arbor Vitae since 2018. Tell us about it.
It has completely changed my life. It's like liquid gold to me. My joint pain has completely disappeared. My mobility is so much better, and the reduction in inflammation is amazing.
For more information, visit arborvitae.com.au. That's arborvitae.com.au. And remember, always read the label and follow the directions for use.
You can rent a little, you can rent a lot.
From Cairns to Canberra, Perth to Port Macquarie, you can rely on Red Spot to provide the perfect ride for your next holiday. We're the only Aussie family-owned and operated car rental company in airport terminals and cities all over Australia with a new fleet and 100% local Aussie service. And right now, Red Spot is giving you spot-on savings of 15% off every vehicle at every location. Book direct and save at redspot.com.au/radio. T's and C's apply.
Well, Rowey, the seasons are changing. We are in autumn, and I have a look at my Rusden's collection, and I go, what do I want to do next? Where do I want to go, you know? And they make some absolutely beautiful light reds. They make some beautiful whites and the like. And I'm thinking I might just transition here. I might, even have a rosé, a little Poco Loco.
Yes, you can, and it's time to top up. And it's a beautiful time of the year too, right the way through to Easter. They're making the reds as we speak. The grapes are being picked.
Nice.
The vines start to turn colour and start to fall. It is just fantastic.
It's a good time to visit.
And it's a good time to visit and drop in, and right at the end, just before you leave on the bus, the train, the tram, or whatever you do to get up there in a four-wheel drive, just say, look, I wouldn't mind an Uncle Willie's on the exit.
Yeah.
And Uncle Willie's is a fortified port, 50 years.
Lovely.
It just puts hair where you don't want it.
Oh, and takes it off.
And takes it off, Timmy. Look, I love the team at Rusden. You know that. 7 generations of grape growing experience. They reckon they got it pretty well down pat. Well, they have. They got the soil and they got Christian.
Well,
so
the taste ideal, of the wine says yes.
And exactly right. But I love their cellar door.
Yeah. Oh, the cellar door's a great experience.
Cellar door. That chimney they got there, the fireplace, that's 100 years old.
Yeah, and so much heritage.
Basket press, love it.
Oh, it's magnificent. Look, do yourself a favour, and I've done it several times, and I've taken several people, and I've sent several people up to the cellar door to have that unbelievable Rusden's experience. Do it now. Check them out at rusdenwines.com.au.
Paint Supplies. Good day, Gary Johansson here from Paint Supplies. Westlakes Boulevard, Hendon. You know the name, the one you can trust to look after you for all your painting needs. We've been looking after the community since 1990. Whether you're painting a church, a house, a school, hotel, car, boat, plane, machinery, whatever it is, come and see me, Gary Johansson from Paint Supplies, a name you can trust. Westlakes Boulevard, Hendon.
Paint Supplies.
Hey, it's Lauren here from Adelaide, and if you're like me and you love a good bargain from your local chemist, check out Star Discount Chemist. They're all about great value and helping your family stay healthy. Go in store or online for click and collect and delivery. Star Discount Chemist. How can we help?
Go Harvey Norman bedding floor stock clearance on now. Huge range of selected mattresses and adjustable bases priced to clear, including big brands Sealy Posturepedic, King Coil by AH Beard, Sleepmaker, Beauty Rest and Temper. Prices slashed on beds, bedroom furniture, kids furniture and bunks. Plus, pillows, quilt covers, cushions and throws, all priced to clear. Don't miss more huge floor stock savings in store while stocks last. Best brands, best range, best prices. Harvey Norman bedding floor stock clearance on now. Conditions apply.
Toolkit Depot's Price Beat Promise means you get low prices on your favourite tool brands.
Rowey and Timmy G, the 5AA Sports Show.
Welcome back at 26 minutes after 5. We have an awesome prize to give away right now. If you're interested in looking after your lawn and getting it looking like the Adelaide Oval with pro products, well, Lawn Hub has you covered. They've got a lawn care essentials pack, a bundle of 5 essential products to get your lawn going from zero to hero. Call in now if you're interested. 8223 0055. This is a fantastic prize. Professional lawn care in home-friendly sizes, and their website lawnhub.com.au. If you order in March, you can win a mower worth nearly $5,000. So Lawn Hub has you covered. Call in now, 8223 0055. Now, Timmy and Rowey, some big news coming out of the Crows selection.
Hot off the press.
It is. I'm glad you played that. Now, Rowey, what have you heard?
Well, it's a
info,
two-prong. The crowd is building. They've opened the gates at 5:15.
That's not hot off the press.
Hang on. Perfect day. I'm setting up the scene for a magnificent game. Riley Thilthorpe is kicking towards the cathedral end. He is playing. He is
so
fit.
that's hot off the press.
The gold-clad is hot off the press. He's playing. We got that one right.
Yep.
I know John was evasive. But the hot off the press is this. Hugh Bond is out. Hugh Bond is out. He is
ill, apparently.
Chase Jones will be his replacement out of the emergencies. I'd say he will start on the bench because Michael Lenny will start on the deck. So he'll assume his role in the back line. Been doing all his work on the wing, but he's going into the back line. Big out because Hugh can lock down one of those small forwards. They're very clever and creative down there. So Hugh Bond out, Chase Jones in.
And Chase, does he play like that? I think Hugh is one of those blokes that sort of just latches on and doesn't let go. Is Chase a bit more attacking?
I think he can do what you want him to do. I think if you said to him, listen, don't be creative. When you can go, but can you get this job right first? And that stopped Riley West, who's out there kicking goals now. But for those that tuned in, there was rumours circulating through social media that Timmy and I don't entertain. Bit like influencers, don't entertain them as well. That said that Thilthorpe was out. And it was wildfire around Adelaide. It's certainly in Melbourne. Well, he is right in front of our 5AA commentary position. Kicking the ball as fit as a mallee ball.
He's right in front of me.
No, he is.
Yeah,
he is.
That is well done.
Good news.
A couple of questions on the text. One Kev has put through. Timmy, are they still doing the footy budget in the sample this year? Kev, I will get onto that straight away and try and find out.
No, I think that's a big NO, spells no.
So what have you heard?
I've heard it's out.
You've heard it's out, but have you done what you just said and followed up with facts?
I haven't done the factual journalistic broadcasting 101 of checking two what do you call them? What do you call those things when, sources?
Sources, yes.
I haven't gone barbecue and tomato, but in the break I will do that.
Also, Rowey, can you please let us know if there are any tickets available at the gate tonight, says Tom.
No walk-ups.
No walk-ups? Is that true?
Totally sold.
Oh, well, there you go.
Hello, Simon.
G'day, boys. Yeah, feeling a bit relieved that Thilthorpe's apparently playing, but anyway, hopefully.
He's there.
He's there. We can see him on the wing.
He's right in front of us.
Yep.
Oh, that's good to know. Cool. Now, I just wanted to talk about last night's game, or two things. One, I thought it was very entertaining to watch, fast ball movement. Even that second quarter where there was only a couple of goals kicked, the ball was pinging around still and intensity was high. And, yeah, really enjoyed the game. But I was going to talk about the umpiring, although I just heard Timmy before the break mention he thought that, well, give me the impression that, Timmy, you thought that maybe there was a bit of a bias towards the Hawthorn team. But I, as a neutral observer, I didn't have a dog in the fight. I thought the umpiring was really good. And the thing that I liked about it, there wasn't a 50-metre penalty paid until about halfway through the last quarter. There was actually 3 paid in the back end of the last quarter, but there was no Ticky Touchwood freeze, no 50s. I thought it was well umpired. I didn't actually realise it was. I think you said was it 26 or 27 to in favour of Hawthorn to 15 or something.
Yeah, 27-16, 11 advantage to.
Yeah, but I didn't really feel that as just watching it as a neutral observer. I felt like it was very well umpired. But did you have a different opinion about that, or?
I felt like they. You know, when sometimes you feel like a decision could go one way or the other, I felt like Hawthorn got theirs as a positive, and I felt like the Swans didn't get theirs. And
the voice of affirmation.
And the voice of affirmation from the crowd, I think, influences them way too often. So that was just my
good
thoughts.
Call, Simon.
Good, Simon, good to hear you had a different opinion. I like that.
I tell you what, our first caller to
right.
air is right up to his eyeballs for a bottle of Rusden Black Guts for best caller.
Yeah, don't forget Ange earlier as well. He had a cracker check. You've forgotten Ange already. Hey, just a quick one from Linda. Just want to wish everybody all the best. Henley and Grange taking on Southern Districts in the game 1 of the South Australian Baseball Grand Final.
Very nice.
All the best.
Go well to them all. It's a big night for sport. It's 29-6. Next, we'll talk Matildas.
Rowey and Timmy G, the 5AA Sports Show.
This is 5AA News. Always Adelaide.
Good afternoon, I'm Kendall Brattig. A setback for One Nation with an arrest warrant issued in the UK for its candidate in the seat of Adelaide. An Adelaide Hills equestrian's been banned from owning horses after he was caught on camera repeatedly hitting a horse. Peak wind gusts of up to 270 k's an hour were recorded as Cyclone Narelle crossed the Queensland coast this morning. And Australia's beaten the West Indies by 43 runs in the opening women's T20 clash in the Caribbean. Now checking 5AA traffic.
Afternoon at Broadview, broken down B-double truck on Hampstead Road near Muller Road. That is causing a swag of headaches on a Friday afternoon. Crash at Clemzig, OG Road near Vine Terrace, and more delays with the crash at Elizabeth Vale, Main North Road near John Rice Avenue. Camera, Beaverich Road, Ingle Farm. The state election is coming up and it's a voting centres open all week thing. Make sure you vote by this Saturday, March 21, 6 p.m. Voting, it's a good thing. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
Clear tonight and sunny tomorrow, a high of 26, at the moment 24. More news at 6 o'clock on 5AA, always Adelaide.
Crows fans are up and about after a solid performance against the Pies.
Pretty damn good for the Adelaide Football Club and their coach, Matthew Nix.
And now they face another serious challenge as they host the dangerous Doggies at Adelaide Oval.
2 quick ones for the Dogs.
This evening on 5AA, can the Crows fire up at home with a win over the Bulldogs?
Give me some of that!
AFL live on 5AA.
Massive!
Always Adelaide.
Whether you're coming into the city for footy, friends or family, or you're headed out into SA, you can let Stateliner do the driving for you. They have a fleet of modern, comfortable buses that connects Adelaide to the Eyre Peninsula, the Mid-North, Riverland and South East, with many towns in between. Stateliner buses are equipped with toilets, air conditioning, they're wheelchair accessible, and you can even charge your phone. With 50% off for pensioners, seniors, children and SA full-time students, let Stateliner do the driving for you. Book today.
What's worse than running out of gas during the Christmas barbecue or the gas burner cutting out right as you're cooking your favourite steak?
Come on.
At Max Built Trading Co, we've been keeping barbies sizzling and meat medium rare since 1946. From refilling gas bottles to those hard-to-track down spares for your gas burner, Max Built has quality products and reliable solutions for all situations. Visit us at Research Road, Paraka, or head to our Facebook page for more.
8269 4444. What number's that?
Well, that's Complete Windscreens.
Correct.
Timmy, we're out there on Main North Road, the big red koala. And you can Google completewindscreens.com.au. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We can come out. Emergency service. You want it done right at the best price.
Because it's an inconvenience that can happen at any time.
It is locally and independent. Been doing it for 50 years. We're 50 this year, like AA.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, well, why not? Now, if you ping a windscreen and then you get another chip at it within that year, we will fix that for free. Chip repair it for free for a whole year.
You're telling me second chip, free.
Chippy, free.
Yeah, I like it.
Done.
Throw in a potato fritter?
We might. So if you've got an insured car, you can pick your repair of choice. If you're a fleet car, well, we are SA Fleet approved, so you can do it that way.
Good.
If you want to get under your excess, because the insurance company's got a high excess.
Understandable.
Ring us, we'll come under it.
Okay.
Because we want to look after you. No one has skipped in there. No. Woohoo, g'day, Rowey. I've got to get a new windscreen, a door glass, a back glass, a truck, a bus, a car.
I'm so happy.
They come in there, Timmy, with a big long face. Yes. They've rung a number.
They have. And this is what's happening to me at the moment. I'm waking up in the middle of the night. 8269 4444.
That's a worry. Or you can Google completewindscreens.com.au. The big red koala on Main North Road, Prosper.
This state election, it's a voting centres open all week thing. Saturday, March 14 to 21. And you can vote until 6 p.m. on Saturday, March 21. Voting, it's a good thing. Authorised by M. Sherry, Electoral Commissioner, Adelaide, South Australia.
When you've lived somewhere for 3 years, you're not a newbie, you're a local. Just like Cherry. This month, Cherry celebrates 3 years in Australia. We've learned locals love a party. So we're having a birthday sale. Save $2,000 on the C5, the Tigo 4 Hybrid or the Tigo 8 Super Hybrid. Offer ends March 31st and conditions apply. Cherry, for the road ahead.
Toolkit Depot's Price Beat Promise means you get low prices on your favourite tool brands.
Rowey and Timmy G, the 5AA Sports Show.
23 minutes to 6, Friday night footy on 5AA, counting down to the Crows and Bulldogs at Adelaide Oval, which is where we are for the program tonight. We have a Rusden Blackguts up for grabs for your calls, 8223 0000. Tezza is going to join us shortly from the ground with his racing tips. And good news, as we were talking before about the MRO, for Hawthorn supporters, Marby Chol has been cleared by the MRO for his tackle on Nick Blakey, so he won't receive any games. Free to play in the following match.
Well, the Combat Matildas final, Saturday 21st of March. Woo! That's tomorrow, live 6 p.m. and exclusive on 10 streaming and Paramount Plus. Well, we got a little star on the line here, Chloe Lagazzo Berry Hill. I tell you, 59 caps for the Matildas, an A-League women's superstar, now Channel 10 commentator. Chloe, welcome.
Thanks so much, guys, for having me. I appreciate it. What a warm welcome.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's lovely and warm here in Adelaide. But I'm just wondering, the odds are 5-1 for an Australian win. Are we that far off Japan?
Look, I mean, the odds are the odds, and I feel like the beautiful thing about football is anyone can win on any given day. Japan are in phenomenal form at the moment, so I can understand why the odds are the way that they are, but you know, we've got a superstar front three that I feel like will come into effect and be really effective tomorrow night.
The Japanese coach during the week, full of praise for the Australians. I was just wondering, what did you read into that?
Yeah.
I didn't know where he was trying to play mind games with us.
Yeah, I kind of read into the mind game situation. I feel like he has a lot of appreciation for a lot of the players. He knows football, obviously. But he didn't once talk about Japan, so we kind of steered his way and his conversation away from them. So it's a good tactic, but look, I can understand why he's got a lot of good things to say about all the players and a lot of admiration for them. But look, it was a bit of a slippery one, wasn't it?
It was, Chloe. God, they can score Japan, and the other thing is defensively they can keep you out. So what's the key to this win tomorrow night?
Yeah, you're right. They definitely can score. They've scored about 28 goals this tournament so far. It didn't look like they were slowing down. I think the one thing that the Matildas probably have over them is the speed that they have up front. You know, the likes of Caitlin Ford, Sam Kerr, Mary Fowler, Hayley Rasso. The speed in behind will definitely be the thing that we're trying to use, the counter-attacking type of football, if you would say. And, the Matildas need to be very structured and regimented in their defence to then hopefully get them on the counter.
I reckon they will. They just got better and better as this tournament's gone on, the Asian Cup, from what I can see. I'd love your opinion on that, Chloe. And look, I don't think that's going to be a worry. I think you're right. The speed's going to be the key. That's one part of the question. The second part, Mary Fowler, how far away is she from playing a full game and being at full fitness?
Look, if I'm going to be completely honest, I mean, it's a final, so anything can really happen. But I think we're still probably not going to see Mary at 100%. She's just come off of her ACL, and for her to have contributed to every match so far is a feat in itself. I think not many people realise that she's played probably 15 minutes before she's come into this tournament to then go into a major football tournament where you're playing every 4 days. It's a lot of load on her body. So the way that she's performed so far is well beyond, I feel, expectations. I will be surprised if she starts tomorrow night. I think the integration of Hayley Rasso off some fresh legs after her concussion will probably be the way that Joe will go. But look, her coming off the bench and the quality that she has is incredible.
I'd start her, but that's just me, Chloe. Hey, while we're on ACLs, how are you recovering?
Yeah, I actually did some testing today, which was a lot of fun. In between all the commentary I've been doing, I've just been trying to do as much as I can because I'm 6 weeks post ACL. So, look, as much as I can do, I'm doing pretty well. Can't complain. Good. Retired life seems pretty awesome so far.
Hey, Chloe, Japan, they've had some pretty big wins, including a 7-0 quarter-final win over the Philippines. Have they, perhaps a danger for them is they haven't really been challenged. So an Australian side with the weapons that we've got, maybe this could just surprise them, especially early.
Yeah, look, I mean, it's a great thing. And honestly, I did the comms for the Japan-Korea Republic game, and I thought that was going to be a challenge. And for them to go out and score 4 goals and make the game look so easy, and the coach, Niels Nielsen, spoke about the fact that wasn't even the best performance the girls had and how proud he was for the way that they made the game look easy, even though it wasn't easy, because Korea Republic's a great side. It's kind of scary, to think about the fact that he thinks the team hasn't hit their potential yet, and they've scored 28 goals so far. So, look, I'm really looking forward to how they're going to come out. They look fresh. They're the only team in the competition that's used every single player in their 26-player squad. So that's pretty incredible. The rotation rate's really, really high, as well as the fact that no matter who goes onto the field, they're doing their job, and if not better than the person that was previously starting. So they've got incredible depth, and they've definitely got the talent.
Chloe, there's a lot of experience in this Matildas lineup. I think from the World Cup experience here in Australia, you would say they'd be able to pull on that in this final with a home crowd that, is it worth a goal, you reckon, at least screaming and yelling for them?
No, absolutely. You don't underestimate what the crowd can do, and you can see the reactions from the World Cup. And I've said it once before about how the World Cup was being the perfect segue into the Asian Cup, and there's no better way to then play in front of 80,000 people tomorrow night and already have the pressure, because it is a lot of pressure to be playing on home soil, but they use that as leverage, and it is like having another person on the field. And you could see in the last game, Ellie Carpenter, Caitlin Ford, they were all trying to get the crowd to get up and push the girls into another gear.
You think we'll sit back and counter, or do you think from the first whistle both teams are going to go bang for the onion net?
Yeah, I mean, it's a really good question, because you don't want to sit off too early and then absorb all the pressure, because it is a lot of work, and to be able to do all the defensive work to then get in behind. It's hard for the mentality, but I also think that we need to give Japan a lot of respect in the regards that they've incredible football players, and if we go out a little too early and a little too hard, it might be detrimental. But on the other hand, I think I should back the Matildas a little bit more and give a lot more faith into the girls, because we are quite an aggressive team, and I think that will shock Japan. It's a bit of a balance, right? We need to respect how good Japan are and then also respect how good we are. So I'm looking forward to seeing what Joe's going to do with the game plan.
Yeah, so am I. I feel we've got a lot more weapons, a lot more avenues to goal than maybe Japan. So what's a couple of star strikers they've got that we've got to try and keep out or mark?
Look, honestly, they've had 17, I think it is, different scorers. And for me, I've been really loving Saki Kumagai, which is the only person who's still left in the Japanese team who won the World Cup in 2011. She's actually a centre-back. She scored against Korea Republic, a header, which when you talk about Japanese players, you don't think about their aerial presence, but it also comes down to their technical ability to deliver a ball perfectly. But I honestly think it's the older players in the team that are doing an incredible job this whole entire tournament. And then Fujino, who plays at Man City, number 15, and Koga, also a youth player coming in there. They're both 25 years old, doing an incredible job in the team. Both scored, both done immense work in this tournament so far. So, I mean, you could literally name every single person in the Japanese team to be watching out for, but I think those three are probably my key players that have really struck me to do really well.
Chloe, we'll be keeping an eye on you, no doubt, in this final. Make sure you rev them up when you're close by. But all the best for you for the coverage on 10 streaming and Paramount Plus, and also to our Matildas.
Appreciate it, guys. Thanks so much for having me. And I promise I won't be crying this time like I did in the World Cup, no matter what the result is. You guys can hold me to that, okay?
No. We love the waterworks. Turn them on, Chloe.
And it just means you care. Brilliant stuff, well Chloe. Thanks very much for your time. The Combake Matildas final this Saturday, 21st of March, live from 6 p.m, live and exclusive on 10 streaming and Paramount Plus. Chloe Lagazzo, Berry Hill, our guest.
Super exciting, isn't it? 14 minutes to 6, live from Adelaide Oval. We'll take a break and come back with Terry McAuliffe and more footy in your calls. 8223 0000. Here's your traffic.
At Broadview, broken down truck at Hampstead Road near Muller Road, Elizabeth Vale, crash there too. Main North Road near John Rice Avenue. And a few things in the city to look out for. The Crows are playing the Adelaide Oval tonight, so there'll be a few restrictions around that area. And we're really busy at the moment for the Fringe. Lots of folk and road closures around the east end of the city too. Looking for great value insurance? You haven't shopped around until you've tried Rowey. You insured. Visit rowey.com.au today or call 13 Rowey. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
Rowey and Timmy G.
The 5AA Sports Show.
If you're an experienced courier and you're not happy with what you're earning or waiting around for work to come to you, it's time to talk to ASET Transport Solutions. Make a career move you'll enjoy and earn more at the same time. ASET offers a great working environment plus a starter bonus for the right drivers. If you're ready for something better, get in touch and find out more. Visit asettransport.au or give them a call today.
Don't just send it. ASET.
Car battery died? Call Batteries Direct Adelaide now, and we'll come to you now. Batteries Direct at direct prices. Call 1300 558 174. For affordable on-the-spot battery replacement, call Batteries Direct.
Let's take a moment to listen. At Improving Lives, that's where care begins. Because before any support is delivered, the team at Improving Lives takes the time to understand who your loved one is, where they've come from, what matters to them, and the life they've lived. That's why we created My Story, so care reflects their culture, their memories, and their identity, not just a checklist. Improving Lives Aged Care and Disability Support. Different by listening.
There's Fast, and then there's Nitro. This March, the ground will shake, the flames will rise as the fastest machines on the planet go all out at Riverbend Nationals. 2 days, full nitro, full set. See top fuel nitro funny cars, top door slammers, plus free family entertainment and non-stop action on and off the track. Dragway at the Bend, March 28 and 29. Don't just see it, feel it. Get your tickets now at thebend.com.au.
There's moments in life made better by Quincy's Confectionery. Coffee on your own or with friends. Quincy's Scorched Chocolate Almonds. A night at the movies or binging your favourite shows at home. Quincy's chocolate-coated caramel popcorn. For gift giving, a Quincy's gift box says it all. For nearly 50 years, the Quincy family has handcrafted quality chocolate and confectionery in Adelaide. If it starts with a Q and ends with it's Quincy's. Shop online or in store at 31 Henry Street, Stepney.
Experience Audi like never before. 1 week only, receive 7-year scheduled servicing, roadside assistance and manufacturer's warranty on selected new and demonstrator A3, A5, Q5 and Q7 models. Audi, Hawthorne and Prospect. Ends tomorrow.
When it comes to reducing pain and rebuilding strength, Kiesa leaves nothing to chance. Our university-qualified health professionals don't just treat problem areas. They design personalised training programs using Swiss-engineered machines unique to Kiesa. These machines safely isolate the affected area, test your strength and help rebuild your muscles for a stronger, more active and healthier life. Kiesa, building strength with precision in Norwood and Glenelg.
Toolkit Depot's Price Beat Promise means you get low prices on your favourite tool brands.
Rowey and Timmy G, the 5AA Sports Show.
It's 10 minutes to 6. Very soon you'll hear from Jordan Lewis, a preview from Fox Footy's very own here at Adelaide Oval, ahead of Crows and Bulldogs, just over an hour away from the opening bounce at the Adelaide Oval. Massive Friday night game, but we always look forward to a live edition of this.
Timmy and Terry's Tips.
Yes, sensational stuff. We had John Kelton last week because Tez was unavailable, but he is here in the actual commentary box with us here at Adelaide Oval.
I'm on Facebook
Terry
standing.
McAuliffe, I salute you, sir. Thank you very much for coming in.
Thanks for having me, boys.
Yeah, outstanding. We had a good week last week. We got 2 winners, I think, from JK, Ramesis and I reckon Bristler, which paid well.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
And Bristler rarely wins. So he went out on a limb tipping it. We sort of gave him a hard time about that, on honest, but he was right. He's a good judge.
Oh, he's gifted.
Jeez,
A bit like you, Tez.
Yeah, absolutely. So we just had our old friend there, Adam. He's put in about 45 tips here, so I can't read them all out. But he does have number 4 cash, I think, in race 7. Now,
Johnny's tipped it.
Johnny's tipped that as well. Well, I'm
race 7, number 4.
I'm getting on board, Adam. I'm getting on board. I'm joining in with you.
Tipped it. My parents, it's very rude to call someone an it or a she or a that.
Tipped him.
Yeah.
Tipped him.
But you that's a punter's term, isn't it?
For the name. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, it's more the name than the actual.
Yeah.
So it's the name cash.
Like it.
Yeah.
I'm catching on.
Yeah.
Blinkers
Finally.
on.
So we're at Morphy Parks tomorrow.
10 races.
Yeah, 10 races.
Wow.
Big card, isn't it? Yeah.
And then we go to Mount Gambier on Sunday. For Millicent Cup Day. And Lee Forrest is down there hosting.
Of course he is.
He's a Millicent boy.
He's a Millicent boy down from the southeast.
Played for Mount Burr down there, the Mosquitoes they were called.
That's right.
Yeah.
So, well done.
Apparently got his name, emblazoned everywhere over there, which I think they call graffiti.
I was going to say, he emblazoned it himself.
Now, Tez, we won't talk footy. Let's talk Morphy Parks.
Please, come on.
Give us a winner. Got tomorrow?
Well, I thought the best was race 2, number 5, Miss Slipstream. It's won its past 2. You like it as well,
Love
Tim?
it, yeah.
Yeah, I think it'll win again. It's race to lose. The other one I like is race 6, number 5, A Samurai Mind. But in that race, JK's tipping the 8, Placco. They look the 2. Placco's going to be in front. A Samurai Mind's going to have to try and run it down. But I'm going with the Samurai Mind, but I know the Eagle, he's keen on Placco.
Okay, that's fair enough for him. And, of course, he's back cash, which Adam has done as well, which is 7, number 4 in that one as well.
He likes in the first as well the Speed Machine, number 3. It's a horse coming from across the border for Mick Price and Michael Kent Jr. First starter, but apparently it's trialled brilliantly and he thinks it'll come here and win.
Yeah, so that'd be its first start.
It will come here and win.
Yeah, it will come here and win. Stubby Holder on board there, but small field of just the 5. So, back up for a win, you're probably a good chance. I mean, Miss Slipstream for mine, if you just want to double your money.
Yeah, it's going to be yours for
Put 10 on and get 10 back.
You're not going to go bankrupt doubling your money.
No, correct. You never do.
No.
You never do. And you never get in trouble for backing a winner. Let me tell you that. Now, I wanted to ask you about a couple that I sort of had my eye on. Firstly, race 9 is I'm torn between two lovers here. Number 1, Streetcar Apollo, and number 9, Nickish.
Yeah, I've tipped Nickish. Streetcar Apollo's going really well. What did John tip in that? He tipped number 12, Mystic Wonder.
Well, there's a trifecta for you, ladies and gentlemen.
But I'm on
1,
Nickish.
9, 12 is the numbers in there for your try.
If you're on our 5AA Facebook, tune in. Timmy's there with this big grin with his form guide in front of him.
Yeah.
Mr. Punter himself.
He doesn't need it.
But he has got a pad full of notes.
Oh, wow.
Shockers.
Yeah.
That's what I use on race day, Rowey.
How good is it?
Just a bit of information.
Handwritten.
Yeah, mate, I'm old school.
I love old school. That's why you're so good. But you're like two little kids in a candy store.
I do get excited.
And everything you say, he writes down and puts a little...
I do.
We need to go to the races together one day.
Oh, I
Tim.
would love that. I would love that to go with you and get that experience. You used to call, of course, the game. Now you are for racing.com and you're in between the races and you explain, what's going to happen before and after and the like. What do you enjoy most now? Do you miss the calling?
Oh, no. Look, I did it for the best part of 30 years, let's say, and I just thought at some stage I've got to find the winning post, and I wanted to go out on my terms.
Yeah, right.
And the opportunity came up at racing.com nearly 7 years ago now.
Wow.
Yeah, 7 years in July. The timing was perfect because I was already thinking like that.
Yeah.
And I was thinking I'd probably call for another 5 years, but I'd called 20 Adelaide Cups and 20 Group 1 Carnivals at Morphettville, so I thought it's a nice number to go out on. And
well done.
So I marched out the door.
What a career.
Well done, mate. You've got a bloody nice little gig now, too. It'll be nice to walk around with you. I'll take you up on that offer.
Yeah, no.
Golden Slipper Day?
5 Group 1s, I think there are in Sydney. So massive day there. And there's one Group 1 in Melbourne as well, the William Reid Stakes at Caulfield, where Jimmy Starr is expected to be the star.
Yeah.
You'd like it. Jimmy Starr, named after your boy.
Jimmy Starr.
Jimmy Starr. You've got to get on that.
Oh, that's an omen. I'm big on omens.
Yeah,
Jimmy
you
Starr.
are big on.
Just on the Golden Slipper, how'd they name that? What's the history
sure,
of that?
After Cinderella.
Oh, fair call.
It's the richest 2-year-old race in the world. And it's right here in Australia.
Yes. Yeah. God, if you think about Sydney and Melbourne and the Spring Carnival and how Sydney's competing with Melbourne and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, it is.
You put all our races down on a bit of paper. You just come back from Hong Kong. We've got Royal Ascot in England.
Yeah.
We would go toe-to-toe. What's the one where they race on a track in America, the dirt track?
Oh, the Breeders' Cup.
Kentucky Derby.
Yeah.
We're better than all of them.
Yeah, they've got the Breeders' Cup meeting as well, the Kentucky Derby.
That's a big one.
I think they've got another race where like the Everest came from. They've got one in America, I'm sure, called the Pegasus, I think it is.
Oh, yeah.
And that's where the concept came from these slot races where, owners buy a slot, then they poach a horse to run for them.
I do like that
race.
concept.
Yeah.
Wow.
I do like that.
It's unreal. With that Golden Slipper, though, gee whiz, what a field. How do you throw a dart
It's
and
wide
pick
open.
a winner?
It's wide open. And they had a lot of rain in Sydney yesterday. They say it's been okay today, but they had 33 mils at Rosehill yesterday, so the track was a soft 6. So hopefully the rain has gone, but you never know in Sydney.
Well,
storms just roll in all the time.
They do.
And they can drop, like you said, 20 to 30 mil, and it changes everything.
It does.
That's the whole thing. I find I get scared at races like that, and I just walk away. I just can't, because you disappear, into your own shadow trying to pick a winner. Now, I did get a tip today, which I'd like to get your thoughts on. It's in the Treasure Moment.
A Treasure of the Moments race?
That race, which, that's very short, $1.75 or something ridiculous. But it's called Too Darn Discreet. How's that running?
Yeah, no, it's got good talent, trained by Dan O'Sullivan at Ballarat. If she brings her best, Treasure of the Moment's clearly if Treasure of the Moment brings her best,
it wins.
It'll be a gap job.
Yeah,
they'll be fighting for second.
Yeah.
But there is a question mark alongside Treasure of the Moment right at the moment. She was beaten first up. She's had a big gap between runs. Look, back in fillies and mares grade, under those weight conditions, she should just win.
Yeah.
But there is a little question mark alongside of her right at the moment. I've got a tip for you in Melbourne from Mark Hunter, actually, from the Bulldogs.
Yes, please.
He is keen. He's a very good judge. He likes race 9, number 2, single choice. He thinks Jimmy Starr's the best bet on the program.
Right.
But at about $8, he thinks it's an each-way special, race 9, number 2.
I do like each-way specials. I really do. I'm very big on it.
Because he's a tight ass.
You would have played against Mark Hunter.
So
I did.
Yeah.
What's it? Race 9, number 2, single choice?
Yeah. Each way at about $8.
An each-way special. I'm an each-way special kind of guy. I'm just too tight with... it's too hard to earn to give it to someone through a glass window that they could possibly keep it, you don't get it back.
I've got some good news,
For nothing.
Terry.
For nothing.
Yeah.
For nothing.
Yeah.
But a bit of card, a bit of paper.
The adrenaline.
But, God, when it wins.
Yeah, it's
There's
the adrenaline.
nothing
It's
better.
the adrenaline.
The adrenaline is special.
When you do it together,
it is true.
It's like the
Nothing better.
football.
No,
Yes.
it is.
You
It
win
is.
together. You win together, don't you?
Yeah, you do.
I've got some good news.
Yeah.
Well, here we go. This better be good. Is this hot off the press?
Well, between Terry and I, it is.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Well, look,
we do have listeners.
Goodwood Day.
Yep.
May 9.
Yep.
Correct.
Yep.
I'll be there.
You will be.
I'll be there. I've got a gig.
How?
I'm hosting.
That is hot off the press. Laurie Colliver just walked in.
I'm there all day, 11:30 to 4:30.
I had one of my best days at the races at the Goodie some time ago. I've told Timmy this story 100 times.
Yes, you did too.
Jody and I got taken out of that Clipsal tent, was called back then, that Rob Gerardo.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
It's gone now. It's now the Wolf Blast.
That's the one.
Yeah, it's magnificent
in a
now.
forklift. We couldn't get down the stairs. We were that pickled. Tez, true.
Oh, brilliant. Hey,
I believe you. Don't worry.
Last to leave. So, can I come, Timmy?
Absolutely, you can come. Yeah,
Done.
I think the tickets are about $250 a head. So
Damn it. It's not a
Can't
catchy
you
then,
put it
is
on what you're earning and one seat for Rowey?
Hey, so what was the special? What was your special tomorrow? What's your special?
Miss Slipstream.
Miss
Race
Slipstream.
2.
Done.
correct.
Well done.
It's
There's
all
plenty,
done.
there's plenty of tips there. And
Right. Yeah,
the Crows
always.
to win tonight.
Yes, they will.
Racing.com's Terry McAuliffe, along with Tim and Tez's tips.
Fantastic. Well done, Tez. Well done to the boys. Now, just before we go, Timmy, we have to
Yes.
give away our Rusden Blackgut Shiraz for our favourite caller of the night. Are
Well,
you happy with one?
Yeah, I thought whoever called and said that he thought the umpiring was balanced.
That was
In
Simon.
the Hawthorn. Simon
Simon
thank
at
you.
Selleck's
No,
Beach.
and he was balanced.
Yeah, he was balanced. Yeah,
Bottle
I
of
wasn't.
Rusden.
I wasn't,
Yeah.
but
Rusden Wines,
That's the way it goes.
Blackguts coming your way. Simon, appreciate your call. It's 6 o'clock news time. Then we'll get more preview from Jordan Lewis and John Olsen.
The 5AA Sports Show, Rowey and Timmy G.